Ladies and gentlemen, the FEM High School football and cheerleading programs would like to welcome everyone to the 2022 Flaming Heart Recognition Night. At this time, would you direct your attention to the track? Tonight we'll be recognizing 24 seniors and their parents for their outstanding contributions to the EHS football program. These young people epitomize what is good about interscholastic athletics. Starting with our cheerleader, our senior cheerleader is Madison Papa. Madison's the daughter of Brian Papa. She's been involved on the football cheer team all 4 years. She's previously earned Leadership and Outstanding Cheerleader Award. Her other school activity includes being in the Family and Consumer Science Club. After high school, Madison plans to attend and graduate from college to become a nurse. She would also like to marry, have 4 dogs, and maybe a few kids. By the way, the EHS football players have presented her with flowers this evening. Senior cheerleader, Madison Papa. Our senior football players, starting with number 3, Garrett Wolf, the son of David and Angie Wolf. Garrett's been a member of the football program for 4 years. He's a 3-year varsity letter winner, has also participated in basketball all 4 years. Garrett's other school activities include fellowship of Christian athletes and participates in the High School Rodeo Association. His future plans are to work for Surf Pro and rodeo with his brother. Senior number 3, Garrett Wolf. Number 4, Jack Harper, the son of Carrie and Katie Harper. Jack's been a member of the football program for 1 year. He's also participated in baseball. He's earned first team All-Apollo Conference recognition as a junior. His future plans are to attend college, play baseball, and earn a degree in an undetermined field. Number 4, Jack Harper. Number 5, Muhammad Freeman, the son of Shakira Freeman and Mark Freeman. Muhammad has been a member of the football program for 1 year. He's also participated in track all 4 years. His other school activities include chess club team captain, history club, pep club, and senior class vice president. Muhammad's future plans are to attend Florida State University to run track and field. He's also interested in becoming a cardiac doctor or majoring in computer science. Senior number 5, Muhammad Freeman. Number 6, Connor Simmons, the son of Jared and Brandy Simmons. Connor's been a member of the program for 4 years and JFL for 5, and is a 3-year varsity letter winner. He's one of the leaders on defense and earned second team All-Apollo Conference recognition last season. Connor's future plans are to go into real estate after graduation. Number 6, Connor Simmons. Number 9, Caden Walls, the son of Derek and Heather Walls. This is Caden's 4th year of football. He's also participated in track. His future plans are to attend college and earn a business degree. After that, he plans to start his own business. Then he hopes to marry and have a family. Number 9, Caden Walls. Number 14, Tanner Pontius, the son of John and Dee Pontius. This is Tanner's 4th year of football. He's a senior team captain. He's also participated in basketball for 1 year. His school activities include Academic Hall of Fame. His future plans are to attend a 4-year university while also playing football. After that, he would like to establish a successful career, get married, and start a family. Number 14, Tanner Pontius. Number 16, Armando Estrada, the son of Armando Estrada and Victoria Angel. This is Armando's 3rd year of football at EHS. He's also earned Special Teams MVP award, was second team All-Apollo Conference receiver, and holds the record for the longest field goal at 44 yards, and has tied the number of field goals in a season with 4 this year. In addition, he's also participated in soccer for 2 years and basketball for 3. His school activities include EHS Yoga Club, Spanish Club, and Pep Club. His future plans are to graduate in business management, move down south, build a home, and live with his wife and kids. Number 16, Armando Estrada. Number 18, Carter Bushu, the son of Michael and Mary Bushu. This is Carter's 4th year of football. He's also participated in baseball for 2. His school activities include Academic Hall of Fame and the CTEC program. His future plans are to attend trade school and get a good paying job. He then hopes to marry the love of his life, settle down, and have a family. He would love to retire early and hunt the rest of his life. Number 18, Carter Bushu. Number 20, Miles Maxon, the son of Mark Maxon and Tracy Maxon. Miles has been a member of the program all 4 years, earning 2 letters. In addition to football, he's participated in baseball. His future plans are to attend college, to study business, and get a great job. He then hopes to marry, have kids, and settle down with the girl of his dreams. Number 20, Miles Maxon. Number 25, Linda Wrinkle, the son of Jeremy and Renee Wrinkle. Linda's been a member of the program all 4 years and earned the Jack Klosterman Hang Tough Award last season. In addition to football, he participated in basketball. He's also a member of the CTAC program. His future plans are to attend college and get a successful job. He then hopes to marry his high school sweetheart and start a family. Eventually, we'd like to take his dad for a ride in his General Lee. Number 25, Linda Wrinkle. Number 34, John Wessendorf, the son of Nathan and Lindsay Wessendorf. John's been a member of the football program all 4 years and was first team All-Apollo Conference running back last season. In addition to football, he's participated in cross country, basketball, and track. He's also in pep club. John's future plans are to attend college, move to the beach, and marry the love of his life. Number 34, John Wessendorf. Number 42, Christopher Hemwall, the son of Chris Hemwall. This is Chris's 4th year of football. He's earned 3 varsity letters and the Jack Klosterman Hang Tough Award. He's also participated in trap and ski. His other school activities include yoga club and pep club. After high school, Chris plans to get a degree in fire science, get EMT certified, and hopefully become a firefighting engineer. He then hopes to move south, build a home, and start a family. Number 42, Chris Hemwall. Number 45, Evan Weymouth, the son of Jeff and Jody Weymouth. This is Evan's 4th year of football, and he's earned the Bandit Award and serves as a team captain. Evan's also participated in baseball all 4 years. His other recognition includes homecoming court during his freshman and senior years, as well as membership in the National Honor Society. After high school, Evan plans to go to college and raise a family just like his parents have raised him. Number 45, Evan Weymouth. Number 52, Jacob Foster, the son of Ben Foster and Stephanie Foster. Jake's been a member of the football program all 4 years. He's also participated in basketball. His future plans are to work in construction. He would like to continue to have a life with his girlfriend, Kennedy Wilkins. Number 52, Jacob Foster. Number 53, Blake Bushu, the son of Robin and Rebecca Bushu. Blake has been a member of the football program all 4 years. He's also participated in track and field. He's currently undecided about his future plans, but he hopes to be successful in a field that makes him happy. Number 53, Blake Bushu. Number 55, Riley Crane, the son of Joe and Dawn Teese. Riley's been a member of the program 4 years. He's also a member of the competitive cheer team. His other school activities includes History Club, Student Council, where he serves as president, FCA, and EHS Honor Roll. Riley's future plans are to attend college to earn his nursing degree, then work for a few years and go back to school to become a nurse practitioner and get rich. Number 55, Riley Crane. Number 61, Trinity Womack, the son of Mike and Manny Womack. This is Trinity's 4th year of football, while earning 3 varsity letters. After high school, Trinity plans to serve his country by enlisting in the United States Army. Number 61, Trinity Womack. 63, Joshua Kella, the son of Denisha Deloach and Eric Deloach. Josh has been a member of the EHS football program for 2 years. His future plans are to attend college to pursue his degree. After college, he hopes to become a firefighter. Number 63, Joshua Kelly. 68, Logan Heil, the son of Chris and Nicole Heil. This is Logan's 4th year of football, and he earned All-Apollo Conference second team honors last season. He's also participated in cross country, basketball, and track for 3 years. His other school activities include French Club, Chem Club, EHS High Honor Roll, and his future plans are to attend a 4-year university to earn a bachelor's degree in STEM program. Number 68, Logan Heil. 74, Kobe Coburn, the son of Jessica and Michael Overton. Kobe's been a member of the EHS program all 4 years, earning 3 letters. He also participated in track, and his future plans are to attend Indiana State University to pursue an education degree to become a teacher and football coach. Number 74, Kobe Coburn. Number 78, Kane Harmon, the son of Mike and Megan Harmon. Kane's been a member of the program all 4 years and has earned 2 letters. He's also participated in track and chess club. His future plans are to work with his dad until the age of 21, then he hopes to become a police officer. Number 78, Kane Harmon. Number 82, Colton Loy, the son of Roger and Tammy Loy. Colton's been a member of the EHS program for 4 years. He's also participated in baseball all 4 years and trap and ski. Colton's future plans are to pursue a career as a linesman and then start a family. Number 82, Colton Loy. Number 87, Connor Thompson, son of Chad and Stephanie Thompson. Connor's been a member of the EHS program all 4 years, and he serves as team captain. He's also participated in trap and ski. Other activities include being part of the CEO program. His future plans are to attend a 4-year university to pursue a business degree and his pilot's license. After college, he hopes to start his own helicopter spraying company in the agricultural industry so he can spend his winters in a duck blind. Number 87, Connor Thompson. Effingham Unit 40 would like to thank not only these players but their parents for the time and sacrifice it takes to support and to participate in high school athletics. It's very important that the Effingham community recognize everyone here for a job representing our school and our community. Congratulations. Thanks for a job well done.
Now, because there will be a presentation probably at the end of the first quarter. Unit 40 and the Effingham Sports Backers are going to be thanking Kerner Distributor tonight for their continued support of Effingham athletics. For the 29th consecutive year, the Carl P. Kerner Memorial Golf Spectacular generated a greater donation than the previous year. This year, the Kerner family will donate $46,500 to the sports backers, and that same amount goes to the St. Anthony Booster Club. So it is a sensational
the Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota pregame show. Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, your complete transportation headquarters since 1958.
Back at Klosterman Field at Washington Savings Bank Stadium, we mentioned that the Kerner family and Kerner Distributor donated $46,500 to the Effingham Sports Backers. The official presentation is coming up a little later. Over $1.2 million has been raised over the 29-year span of the tournament. It's shared equally between St. Anthony and Effingham schools. So all kinds of things that might not necessarily be possible are made possible by those contributions. So thanks to everybody who plays in the tournament or comes to dinner or just helps in any way. Let's take a look at the seniors for this Effingham football team. One senior cheerleader. She is Madison Papa. She is the daughter of Brian Papa. She's been involved on the football cheer team all 4 years, and she plans to marry, have 4 dogs, and maybe a few kids. And she is the lone senior cheerleader. But 23 senior footballers. They include Garrett Wolf, the son of David and Angie Wolf. Been a footballer all 4 years, 3-year varsity letter winner. And plans are to work for Serve Pro and rodeo with his brother. So that's Garrett Wolf. And Parker will be glad to know that. Jack Harper is the son of Carrie and Katie Harper. He's been a footballer for 1 year, also a baseball player, and moved into the program but has family here. And maybe a lot of you know Terry Harper, his grandpa, and of course his dad, Kerry, played sports for Effingham. So Jack Harper. Muhammad Freeman is the son of Shakira Freeman and Mark Freeman. He's been a footballer here for 1 year and participated in track all 4 years. He's headed to Florida State to run track and field. Connor Simmons is the son of Jared and Brandy Simmons, been a football player for 4 years and JFL for 5 years. So he has played a lot of football, and he plans to go into real estate after graduation. Caden Walls is the son of Derek and Heather Walls. It's his 4th year of football. He's also been a trackster for 4 years, and he hopes to marry and start a business and have a family. Tanner Pontius, Arts quarterback, the son of John and Dee Pontius. It's his 4th year of football at EHS, and he's a senior team captain. He is also in the EHS Academic Hall of Fame and also has played basketball. That's Tanner Pontius. Armando Estrada is the son of Armando Estrada and Victoria Angel. It's his 3rd year of football. He's the Special Teams MVP Award winner, 2nd team All-Apollo Conference receiver, and holds the longest field goal in history for Effingham, 44 yards, and plays a whole lot of soccer and basketball. He's a busy guy. He's going to go into business management. That's Armando Estrada. Carter Bushu is the son of Michael and Mary Bushu. It's his 4th year of football, also a baseball player, 2 years. Plans to retire early. It's a good goal. And hunt the rest of his life. That's Carter Bushu. Miles Maxiden is the son of Mark Maxiden and Tracy Maxiden. He's been a footballer 4 years and earned 2 letters. Also a baseball player. And plans to marry and have kids with the girl of his dreams. It says girls, but you know what I mean here. Miles Maxiden. London Wrinkle is the son of Jeremy and Renee Wrinkle. He's been a member of the football program all 4 years, won the Jack Klosterman Hang Tough Award last year. Also played a year of basketball, is in the C-Tech program, and he plans to start a family after he gets married. Eventually, he would like to take his dad for a ride in his General Lee. That's London Wrinkle. I'm sure Jeremy would enjoy that. John Westendorf, our tough luck kid this year, son of Nathan and Lindsay Westendorf, came out, had a tremendous year, made conference last year as a junior, and then got hurt. And that just stinks, but it's how it is sometimes. He also participated in cross country, basketball, and track, and he's in the pep club. So all the best to John in his future endeavors.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Effingham Flaming Hearts
to school, be a nurse practitioner, and get rich.
That's a good plan, actually. I can speak to that a little bit.
It's a really good plan. So way to go, Riley. He was at Rotary a couple of weeks ago. Nice young man. Trinity Womack is the son of Mike and Mandy Womack. His fourth year of football, earned 3 varsity letters, and he's going to enlist in the Army. So thanks for serving us, Trinity. Joshua Kelly is the son of Denisha Deloche and Eric Deloche. He's been a member of the football program here 2 years, plans to go to college, and wants to be a firefighter. Logan Heil, talked to his grandpa, Terry West, out here before the game. Logan Heil, the son of Chris and Nicole Heil. Fourth year of football, all conference, second team honors last season, and lots of other sports and lots of other clubs. He's a busy man. Logan's plans are to attend a 4-year university, wants to get a bachelor's degree in a STEM program. Toby Coburn is the son of Jessica and Michael Overton, and he's been in football all 4 years. He has 3 letters already, wants to be a teacher and a football coach. Kane Harmon is the son of Mike and Megan Harmon. 4 years, 2 letters, going to be a police officer. Colton Loy, all 4 years, and going to be in baseball this spring. Wants to be a lineman and start a family. And Connor Thompson, son of Chad and Stephanie Thompson, trap and skeet, 4 years as football, a team captain this year, part of the CEO program, and he wants to start his own helicopter spraying company in the ag industry so he can spend his winters in a duck blind. That's Connor Thompson. Those are your seniors at EHS. Dustin, it's about time to play football.
Lining up to kick off. Effingham's going to kick off to start this thing, so Mater Dei will have the football first, and we will see about this big game. This is a huge one for both teams, and we're underway. 97.9
WXCF in Effingham. Touchback, as always, almost, when Armando Estrada kicks the football. So, Breeze Mater Dei will start 1st and 10 on their 20-yard line.
We don't even know who's going to be the quarterback for Mater Dei. We'll have to wait and see. But they have that's been a position that they've had a little trouble sorting out this year with injuries and this kind of thing. So we were talking to the radio station covering them, and they weren't sure. It looks to me like number 16, Trenton Zebb, is going to be the man taking the snaps.
So 1st and 10 at the 20. Mater Dei will be going right to left as you're looking at your radio. Starting from the shotgun. There's the snap, handed off to the back. He runs up the middle, and a decent gain. Got it out across the 25, close to the 27-yard line. So a good gain on first down.
Well, and that was Drake Rinsing, who is their leading rusher. 759 rushing yards in 7 games, and he gets a really nice gain on first down, a 7-yard pickup, as I looked the wrong way for the scoreboard. We're 4 or 5 games in here at the new look field, and I'm still looking the wrong way.
2nd and 3. 11 touchdowns Rensing scored this season. Let's hope that's his total after tonight. They fake a handoff, they run it up the gut, and they have the first down. Out across the 30-yard line, Zebb carried, kept the ball, and got the first down at the 31, so a gain of 4.
It seems to be the case whether it's Zebb that's playing quarterback for them or, Jansen has also played quarterback for them, Chase Jansen. Either way, they will run the football with the quarterback.
Couple of changes. Josh Kelly comes off the field right now on this first down play. Looking like they think they're going to throw. Let's see. In the shotgun. Nope, they hand it off. And a nice job defensively by the Hearts. He hit him for a loss. Michael Love leading the parade, and he had help.
Rinsing getting the carry this time, and no 7-yard pickup for him this time around. They hit him. He's still, in fact, he's behind the 30, so lost a couple of yards back to the 29.
Miles Maxiden also in on that stop for the Hearts, so a 2-yard loss. It's 2nd and 12.
You're used to Mater Dei throwing the ball so much, and they have only got 612 passing yards all season long, a very low number for this night's program. There's
the snap and the handoff up the middle, and a good second effort, and he's close to getting all that yardage back and then some. They said, Scott Mosier said Rensing carried, but I thought he handed off.
That would be Rinsing, the running back.
I'm sorry, that's correct. I was getting him and Zebb straightened out to the 38, so a gain of 9. From the 29 to the 38. And they run it up the gut again, and the Hearts stopping shy of the first down. He couldn't quite get to the 40-yard line, so a good effort there. And that time it was Zebb, and he gets to the 39, so a gain of 1.
The Problem is they know that you're not going to put the ball in the air. This Hearts defense is going to eventually give you some trouble. So Mater Dei, only a couple of yards to go, but they are going to punt.
First trip down the field, they're going to kick it away. Low snap, but he gets it, and he puts it up, and a good kick. It is going to be fielded by the Hearts at about the 26-yard line, coming to the near sideline out across the 35. Pretty good return there as it was taken out there by Zach Donaldson, and a good return out across the 35-yard line. So a decent return, and the Hearts pretty good shape, but there is a flag, isn't there?
It was a pretty good deep kick, but not a lot of air underneath it. So it did give Donaldson a chance to catch it and take off with it. And it looks to me like, I'm not sure what they want to call the penalty yet.
They're stepping it off from the 37, and it's against the Hearts. So a 10-yard walk-off back to the 27. I'm presuming it's a hold. And so the Hearts will start this drive at the 27-yard line.
So he returned that punt officially 11 yards, and then the penalty takes it back to the 27. So a 10-yard walk-off. So
that's where the Hearts will start their first possession with 9:21 to go in the first quarter. Effingham stops Breeze, but let's see what the Hearts can do now. It's senior night, last home game of the regular season. Wow, football goes fast. Pontius up under center on first down. Brings a man in. That's Walls. Now he's going to fake, and now he's going to throw. Going to the far side. Now he tucks it in. He's going to run, and a pretty good gain out across the 30 near the 35-yard line. Not a bad gain, but Dalton Marcus, a senior linebacker for these Knights, gave him a pretty good hit at the end of the run. So nothing open downfield for Pontius, and he decides to tuck and run and gets a bit of a gain. Give him 5. 27 to the 32, a gain of 5. And that will make it 2nd and 4.5 or so. Pontius, handoff. Oh, nice cut by the Hearts. And Dunston went to the right, then cut it back up the middle, and a good gain, and he gets the first down. Gain to the 39, a gain of 7, and that's plenty enough for a first down. Well, we have seen the emergence of Weldon Dunston as the feature back in this Effingham offense, and his first touch is a very good one. Pontius hands off to Dunston again, going to the left side, and he gets close to the 45-yard line. So the Hearts being very steady as she goes. 39 to the 43, gain of 4. It's 2nd and 6. This is the Hearts' first possession of the game. Next week we go to Highland, and hopefully we'll be going there with 5 wins. The play brought in by Caden Walls. He split out wide to the near side, and then you got Lots split to the far side. And the ball is fumbled, but they get it right back. You get a nice bounce on this artificial turf, and they eventually do get it to the 45. Dunston got the handoff, and there is a gain out of all of that of 2 to the 45. Yeah, you get a nice bounce, so it helps you retain possession, but it still throws off the rhythm of the play and just doesn't allow Dunston to make any sort of a read about where his blocking's at, where he can go. He just has to basically put his shoulder down and say, I'm going to get what I can out of this, and it was a couple of yards. 3rd and 4. Looking to pass, looking to hand off, the handoff to Dunston, and he did not get the first down. He got yardage, but he did not get enough. They finally bring him back to the 40 before they blow the whistle. The forward progress from the place where they're going to whistle this ball down to where Dunston ended up, he ended up about 7 yards behind the spot. It's going to be a 2-yard gain to the 47. So it's 4th and 2, and the Hearts look like they may go for it. They're close to midfield, and they feel confident they're going to roll the dice. Charlie Ring gets out there, and Colton Loy, so getting the big boys out there. This is going to be a run play. 4th and 2 from the 47. All hands on deck. There's the handoff. Busted in, and he got the first down to the 49. Boy, it's going to be close. He got it. I've got a good read on it. Move those sticks, boys. Gain of 4. First down, Effingham. So, nice work. And the new set of downs, and the Hearts are going to speed it up here. There's the handoff, and they give it up the gut and getting it into Mater Dei territory. And I want to see who that was that carried
Weymouth.
that time.
So he didn't touch the ball last week on offense, and he gets a run right here.
I was talking to his dad before the game, and we were talking about him playing defense, particularly because Hemwall's hurt.
Mm-hmm.
The gain is to the 47, so gain of 4, and it's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass, looking to give it, and they ran it up the gut, and not a lot.
So Weymouth going to come. So they're going to do more what they had been doing for some portion of the season, which is to alternate kind of series between Weymouth and Dunston. It would appear, anyways. Weymouth gets a second straight handoff, only gets a yard on that carry.
Gain of 1. Hearts run Jacob Weaver in. Bring out Caden Coberline. He's been working at that blocking back spot, Coberline. So it's 3rd down and about 5. There's the snap. Here's the handoff. No, he keeps it, and he's up the gut, and he's going to be close to the first down. I don't think he got it, but he's close. So nice effort by Pontius that time. Side judge tells me it's the 43, so that would be a gain of 3. It'll be 4th and about 2. Maybe a short 2, but 2 nonetheless.
Well, you'd like to, at some point, not have to keep converting on these 4th downs. But here we are. They were able to get it the last time, but it was right to the line of scrimmage on that play. They needed 2. They got 2. Well, they need about 1.5 yards here, and they're going to go for it.
At Mater Dei's 43. Pontius up under center. That's where he's been the whole opening drive, and the Hearts want time. We've got timeout on the field. 4:44 to go in the first quarter. Back in a minute. It's no score on senior night at Klosterman Field on 97.9 XFM.
With an expanded service department, our new Express Lube, and a huge lineup from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Geckner Brothers continues to build on the service and trust we've earned since 1937. Visit us online at gecknerbros.net.
Washington Savings Bank is here for you through every stage of life. We make banking easy and convenient.
Life will go beyond the expected for you and your loved ones. Call Tingley Insurance, your Pekin Insurance Agency, at 342-3637 today about life insurance.
Well, they gave the ball to Weymouth on 4th down, and he got hit for a loss. Boy, Mater Dei sniffed that one out well, and a loss for Evan Weymouth. Back from the line of scrimmage at the 43 to the 45, so a loss of 2, and that's where Mater Dei will take up this drive.
Yeah, like I said, you hate to keep putting yourself in those do or die spots. So it's a 10-play drive for Effingham. They ran almost 5 minutes off the clock, but they got nothing to show for it.
4:41 to go, opening quarter. No score in the game. It's senior night. There's the handoff, or not. Yeah, I guess they did hand it off. And Rensing got from the 45 to the 47, a gain of 2. That'll make it 2nd and 8. Next week, again, we go to Highland. That is the regular season ender. And we're certainly very hopeful that it won't be the last game of the season. So, 2nd and 8 for the Knights. They work from the shotgun. There's the handoff and a short gain, but just a short gain. And the football came loose, and the Hearts are pointing that they have recovered the football, and it is Effingham football on the fumble.
Yep, no idea who came out of there with it because there was just a massive humanity on the other side of the field, but Rensing lost the football, Mater Dei's first turnover, and Effingham gets the ball right back.
Right at the 48, and that's Mater Dei's 48, so the Hearts in great shape to start this drive. No score in the game, and Effingham gets it. London Wrinkles credited with recovering the fumble.
There you go.
Thank you, Scott. 4:04 to go. So 1st and 10 for Effingham at Mater Dei's 48. Let's see what happens here. Pontius up under center, looking for the handoff, coming to the slant that time. Then he turns it back up. Good gain for Dunston. He's close to the 40-yard line. Nice run on 1st down. From the 48, the gain is to the 42. Gain of 6. I was hoping for more. And it's 2nd and 4. Maybe you could tell. Again, Wayne has the senior football players and senior cheerleaders videoed, and he'll take care of those band seniors at halftime. Handoff deep back, a lot of contact, not much gain that time, maybe a yard, as Mater Dei doing a pretty good job about reacting well.
This is going to be a good fight. I can see already. Only a yard there for Dunston. So after the 6-yard pickup on first down, just a yard there. Still going to be 2.5 to go. But the one thing I did notice when Mater Dei ran out on the field, boy, they have a very small roster. And so we say it all the time. We hammer it into the ground, but it's true. We'll see what depth has in store for us.
It's a battle of attrition. Looking to throw this time. Going to the far side. Looking to throw. There's the pass. It's caught. Coberline got it. It's about the 35, and it's enough for a Hearts first down.
A little short pattern to Coberline, and it usually works.
You like that play, don't you?
I do. That one was a little different. It didn't develop quite the same way it usually does, but hey, it's a 5-yard gain. It's a first down. You take it.
Hearts now at Mater Dei's 36-yard line. 2:40 to go, opening quarter. No score in this game. And a lot of running, so this game's going fast. Pontius up under center, brings Walls in to the near side. Now he's going to throw across the middle this time. Lets it go. He's got a man there. It's caught by Walls. He's inside the 20, near the 15-yard line. First down, Effingham.
Weldon Dunston threw a heck of a block in the backfield to keep the linebacker, and that was Dalton Marcus that was getting in there, putting pressure on the quarterback, but Dunston cleared him out, and that left him open to throw that pass to Walls on the sideline, and Walls was able to haul it in at the 17.
19-yard gain from the 36 to the 17. New set of downs for the Hearts. Pontius up under center, handoff. Dunston going left of center, gets it inside the 15 before they take him down. Finally, they take him down. We're having to wait a while for the whistles on some of these running plays. They're getting at it. So from the 17, the gain to the 13. A 4-yard pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
That was Dunston's 8th carry, 28 yards.
At the 13 of the Knights now. Pontius, handoff, Dunston, dancing and ducking and diving and gets it to the 10. I don't know if he's inside the 10. Maybe the football just across the 10-yard line. So a gain of 3, we'll call it. Well, I guess 4, right? Because we're to the 9. So we got to get him to the 9.
2 to go. But, of course, you're knocking on the door now.
So at the 9-yard line, Pontius looking, handoff. Oh, the reverse. Here comes Walls to the left side of the field, puts his head down. He's near the goal line, and must be just shy of the goal line. Yeah, they took it right, and then Walls got it and brought it to the left and got right near the goal line, and it's plenty enough for a first down. So it's first and goal at about the half-yard line, of which there isn't one, but you get the idea.
8-yard pickup for Caden Walls. We usually see him get 1 or 2 running touches a game, and that was a big one. Couldn't quite find his way into the end zone, but now you got 4 tries to punch it in from a yard out. I like your chances.
Goal to go from the 1. There's the handoff up the gut. Dunston, I think he's in. The officials agree. Touchdown, Effingham. Score comes with 59 seconds left in the first quarter on the run by Weldon Dunston. 6-0 Hearts. And Estrada will try the extra point from Zach Donaldson's hold. 6-0 Hearts. I like scoring first in this one. Here's the snap, the placement, the kick hits up. I think it's good. The officials agree. 7-0 Hearts. 59 seconds left in the opening quarter. Kickoff on the way in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a vehicle that works for you. Check out Northside Ford's selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs today.
The Giving Plate, a meal service with heart. Purchase fresh and frozen meals along with salads and wraps. We have provided over 1,000 free meals to members of our local community. Check us out at our website and order online at thegivingplatemeals.com.
Ready for the kickoff. Armando Estrada from the 40. Puts a lot of foot in it, as always, and it goes into the end zone for a touchback. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Knights at their 20-yard line.
Austin Gebke was the deep man, and he let that one roll. Almost didn't make it into the end zone. That would have been a bad deal for him.
Hart's score on the 1-yard run by Dunston. Kick was good by Estrada. An 8-play, 48-yard drive. Took 3:05 to complete. And big, the Hearts came back and capitalized on a turnover to score and take a 7-0 lead. You like all of that. From the 20, the Knights will line it up. Got a man in motion. They run it up the gut, and there's nothing for Zeb. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage. Nope, going to put it right back down on the 20, so no gain, and it's 2nd and 10. And 40 seconds left, so they'll get one more playoff here.
And remember, that scoring drive for Effingham came off of the modern-day fumble. The Knights had just gotten the ball back, and they gave it right back to the Hearts with a short field, and Effingham capitalizes.
Zeb from the shotgun on 2nd and 10, looking to throw. Pass knocked off the hands of the intended receiver. It was put up in front of Elliott Rockers, and he was unable to bring it home.
Flag came in from the side after the pass was thrown, though, so we'll wait and see.
Pointing against Mater Dei. So the foul's on Breeze. And they had somebody too far downfield. So they'll bring it back. Although if I was the Hearts and I had the option to decline it, I might. They are going to decline it, so it's 3rd and 10. Because the incomplete pass makes it 3rd and 10.
That's what they do. So, yeah, you got it. Got a big play to make here defensively. Get the ball right back again.
You'll love it that they're at their 20. 3rd and 10. Looking from the shotgun again. There's the snap. Looks to throw across the middle. It's caught and dropped. So now it's 4th and 10. The receiver was trying to turn around Dalton Marcus at about the time he was trying to bring that in. But, you know, you turn around sometimes before you have it in your mitts.
Boy, but he was up the middle going up the seam, and if he catches that, he's got to step on everybody, and who knows if anybody brings him down. But, hey, a drop's a drop, and now Zach Donaldson is set up just on the other side of the 50 to try to return this punt. Could be more good field position.
Here's the punt, and it's short and kind of wobbly and out of bounds at the 45.
Nowhere near as good as his last one.
So the Hearts are going to have great field position for this last play of the first quarter. On the angle, they're going to call it the 42. So the punt's to the 42, Dustin, from the 20. That's a 22-yard punt. I can do that math.
Yeah, that's half as deep as his last one. So Effingham going to have, as we said, another short field. Hearts could really get a stranglehold on this game if they were to capitalize.
And again, it's just the end of the first quarter, not the end of the first half. So the Hearts got a lot of time to work with here. But this will likely be the last play of the first quarter. Pontius up under center. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Going deep. Got a man there. And that ball is through the hands. And incomplete. Boy, I thought sure that we had 6. Andrew Lotz went right through his hands, didn't it?
It did. He wasn't running free and clear. He kind of had to slow himself down a little bit for that ball, and I don't know if that affected the concentration. But, boy, he had his man beat. It was single coverage. He was behind him. If he catches that, it's a score, and just couldn't haul it in. That's unfortunate.
So it's 2nd and 10. On the incompletion, we do have time for one more play. 5.7 seconds left in the first quarter. Pontius looking, handoff. They try to feel their way through. Dunston somehow got loose and gets it inside the 35. That's a nice run when he didn't have a whole lot of room at all to get anything done. The gain is to the 34. So from the 42 to the 34, gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2 as we start the second quarter. After 1 here at EHS. It's Effingham 7, Breeze Mater Dei nothing on 97.9 XFM.
Come see all the new and exciting Chevrolet and Toyota vehicles here at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or shop and buy 24/7 at danheck.com.
Effingham Computer Sales and Service is a proud sponsor of Effingham Hearts football. Located inside the Village Square Mall, we've got tons of parts, new and used desktops, laptops, and more. Plus, we do more custom-built systems than anyone in the area. Check us out at effinghamcomputer.com.
Back at Klosterman Field at Washington Savings Bank Stadium, we're in the second quarter now. Effingham with a 7-0 lead over the Breeze Mater Dei Knights. Hearts football, it is 3rd and 2 to go. They are in Mater Dei territory at the Knights 34. Tanner Pontius under center. He's going to hand off to Weldon Dunston, and Dunston does not have enough room to get anywhere close to the line of scrimmage, as it turns out. I think he was brought down, maybe even lost a yard on that play. We'll wait and see. But, yeah, they put him down at 35, so a yard lost for Weldon.
So it's 2nd and 11. Want to mention we have a score in on the championship of the St. Anthony Soccer Regional. Newton beat T-Town 2-1. Two really good programs. Newton gets the win.
So 4th and 3 here for Effingham. Again, they're at Mater Dei's 35-yard line, so they're going to go for it here. They're in their I formation. Pontius under center. He is going to hand to Dunston, going to the right, goes through the middle. He is going to be close to the first down. He is across the first down line, so the Hearts move the chains again on 4th down. That's like the 3rd first down they've gotten on a 4th down play, but hey, you'll take whatever you can get.
Gains to the 32, a gain of 3.
Needed 2, got 3. Dunston is up to 43 yards on 13 carries, and Effingham has its 7th first down of the game. Mater Dei has only moved the chains once offensively. And again, Effingham with a 7-0 lead early in the second quarter. Pontius into the shotgun this time. 2 receivers to his right. Puts one man in motion. Fakes the handoff to Caden Walls coming over the middle. Now lobs a pass to Connor Thompson. Tried to hit him over the shoulder, and Connor could not catch it. If he catches that ball, it's a score. But for the second time on this possession, Effingham has not been able to connect on what would have been a sure TD.
I think by the end of the game, if the Hearts have these same opportunities, they're going to cash in that one to Lotz, the one to Thompson there.
What Mater Dei has shown you is that you can get behind them. You can get into their secondary and get a step on them. It's just a matter of completing the play, but it is an incomplete pass. So 2nd and 10, Effingham football at the Mater Dei 32. Pontius under center this time. Has a receiver to the left, and that's who he goes to. Lutz, just a screen pass. Lutz trying to go up the near sideline, and he gets pushed out of bounds eventually, but it's a good second effort after the initial contact, and he is going to get a little bit of yard after the catch, probably a couple of yards shy of the first down.
Got inside the 25 to the 24, so a gain of 8. And, yeah, it'll be 3rd and maybe 2.
3rd and a couple. From the 24-yard line of Mater Dei, Pontius back under center again, and he's just going to push it up the middle. And he's got his backs pushing him behind, and he ends up getting plenty of yardage to get another Effingham first down.
Inside the 20-yard line, the gains to the 19, gain of 6. So plenty enough for a first down.
13 yards for Pontius on 3 carries. Another Effingham first down. They're 19 yards away from pay dirt with a 7-0 lead. Pontius, the handoff to Dunston this time. He goes right up the middle. Good spin move, and he's wrestled down just shy of the 10. A flag did come in on the play, and given where it's thrown at, I'm afraid that this is going to be a hold against Effingham.
That is indeed the call. Yeah, the gain was to about the 11. But the flag is thrown at about the 19.
Yeah, right around the line of scrimmage, unfortunately.
So a 10-yard walk-off on the hold out to the 29-yard line.
So what could have been a good gain for Weldon Dunston ends up being nothing. Effingham's first turnover is a 10-yarder, and they're back to the 29. So it's going to be 1st and 20 from the 29-yard line.
I like getting into the second quarter before the first penalty happens.
Effingham got the ball at Mater Dei's 42 to start this possession, and we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plays into it, and they are 13 yards closer to the Knights' goal line. Pontius out of the shotgun this time, looking to pass. Now he's going to scramble. Now he turns it back up to his left, and he is making something out of nothing there. He gets brought down close to the 20-yard line, but boy, he didn't have anywhere to throw it, and it just ended up turning into a pretty good run, actually the 22.
Gain of 7 from the 29 to the 22, so that turned out very nicely because you're right. I didn't know whether there was any room to make much progress at all.
He had to reverse the field a little bit and was able to find an opening. So a nice pickup, 7 yards, makes it still 2nd and 13 at the modern-day 22-yard line. 9:22 to go in this second quarter. 2 wide receivers out to the right. Under center was Pontius, and he's just going to hand off to Dunston. Dunston's got a ton of room up the middle. He is out across the 15. Looks like they might spot this at the 14, so another big gain for the Hearts.
Sure fun to watch that line open holes, and then guys like Dunston find them. They finally sit the football down at the 14, so a gain of 8.
So a 7-yard pickup, an 8-yard pickup. You go from 1st and 20 to 3rd and 4. It says 2nd and 4 on the score. There we go, 3rd and 4. Pontius out of the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Puts 1 in motion, but he's just going to take off, trying to run to his left, but somebody was just hanging on to his feet. That was number 40 for Modern Day, Riley Burning, who held on to him long enough for some teammates to come clean up Pontius, and not much of a gain, if anything, for the Effingham quarterback, maybe even a loss.
That was the play all along. You could see it develop, but Modern Day sniffed it out pretty well. And the ball is spotted at the 16, so that's a loss of 2.
We're going to kick a field goal here. So Armando Estrada, they're going to spot this thing at the 24-yard line. It'll be a 34-yard attempt for the lefty kicker. The snap is good. Here is the kick. It is up plenty of distance, and they say that is wide right. Armando Estrada has missed it, and the score remains 7-0 Effingham. 7:58 to go in the second quarter. The Hearts put together a 4.5-minute drive, but boy, a penalty in there was a big one, and the field goal for Estrada is no good, and the score stays just a touchdown difference. The Hearts in the lead.
A lot of that is timing, those field goal tries, and the snap was high. Donaldson had to pull it down and try to get it in place. Maybe that's one factor there.
20-yard line is where Modern Day will start this possession. 7:58 to go in the second quarter. The Knights trail Effingham by a score. Zeb takes the snap, fakes a handoff, and then just runs a little right of center, but mostly up the middle, and a pretty good pickup on first down. He got 3 or 4 yards there.
Maybe
3 yards.
3.
So, on first down, Modern Day picks up 3. Again, they have mostly run the football. Zeb has thrown it a couple of times, yet to complete a pass. And that's been the story for the Knights for the most part. They just have not put a ton of passing yardage on the board. They've had a couple of different guys playing quarterback for them this year, and so far they have mostly run it. 9 of their 11 plays have been on the ground. Zeb out of the shotgun again, puts Rinsing in motion. Now Rinsing just stands to the side of him in the shotgun. He fakes to Rinsing. Now he's going to run to the left. He gets out across the 25-yard line, but boy, Zeb took a big shot at the end of that play.
Connor Simmons came to call. Nice job getting down low and took his legs out from under him. And what might have been a nice game wasn't. As it is out across the 25. They will sit it down at the 26, so gain of 3.
So a little ways to go on third down for the Knights. Zeb is working out of the shotgun again. 2 receivers in the game, a man in motion coming out to the left. He wants to throw to the left, and it was way behind the receiver. That was actually to his right. The intended receiver, Carter Murphy, was coming over the middle, and that ball was way behind.
And, in fact, Armando Estrada had the best hand on that, as we are getting a little bit of light rain here. Pass incomplete.
So they're going to have to punt. Modern Day punting for the 3rd time. That's Dalton Marcus back there. Line of scrimmage again, the 26-yard line. Marcus with the punt, and that one wasn't touched by an Effingham player, but they were in the backfield.
Yeah.
Pretty good job getting it away, all things considered. Gets it on the other side of midfield, in fact, on the other side of the Effingham 40, and they're going to put it at the 37. So a 13 plus 23, a 36-yard punt for Marcus, and Effingham will take over possession with 6:28 to go before halftime.
It was Logan Heil that almost blocked that punt.
Well, go figure.
You'll remember he blocked one last week and then dove into the end zone for a touchdown.
Logan Heil has had a heck of a season for the Hearts.
Talked to his grandpa before the game.
So Effingham will take over again at its own 37-yard line.
Pontius keeps.
Yep, Pontius will run it. Goes to the left a little bit across the 40. Really nice gain on first down for Effingham.
He has had big games. I know, Dustin, there was one game that we had this year, and he ran over 100 yards.
Yep, and they have called his number. They didn't call Tanner's number too many times against Lincoln last week. Really didn't need to, and you don't want to get your quarterback hurt in a game like that where you kind of widen the lead. But here he's touched it 6 times now. That was a 6-yard pickup. So 2nd and 4. Effingham with the ball at its own 43. Pontius out of the shotgun. He's just going to run to the right again, trying to follow his blockers, and dives out toward the line of scrimmage. I'm looking at the line judge, and they may be putting him just a little short, but it's awful close.
I think it's going to be about a half-yard shy, and call it the 40. Well, let's call it 47 because that's easier. So a gain of 4.
I guess, but
about a half a yard shy.
6 yards on the last one plus 4 on this one equals 10, which means, I mean, if they wanted to. I mean, this is like a matter of a couple of inches. It's not going to matter under center. Pontius just dives forward.
But there is a flag on the far sideline, so let's see what this is about.
I wonder if everybody got set in time. Sometimes you wonder about a play like that, the anticipation. Was somebody still moving when the ball was snapped? It is a false start against Effingham, so that one is going to sting a little bit.
Because they got the yardage they needed for the first down. The ball was right at the first down line, and there's the procedure penalty, and so that's going to bring it back 10.
No, why is it? No, wait a minute. Why are they putting it back there? The line of scrimmage was the 47, and they're putting it back. They're putting it back at the 39. That makes no sense. It should be at the 42-yard line. That is a 5-yard penalty.
He gained 2 yards and then 10 yards.
Nah, it's not a 10-yard penalty. It's a false start. It's a 5-yard penalty. Yeah, they're fixing this now.
They're still talking it over.
Should be at the 42. It's very simple math, and we're getting it figured out here. All right. 42-yard line, 5:15 to go before halftime. Effingham with the 5-yard penalty, so now it's 3rd and 6. Kind of the 41 or the 42. It's closer to the 41, quite honestly.
It's like bowling, you can't round up.
Anyway, Pontius out of the shotgun. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Dunston lined up to his left. He's going to fake to Dunston and then come to the left near the sideline, trying to get the first down. He has got it out near midfield. So after all that, Effingham gets the first down anyway. They've done it the hard way a few times, but he gets it to the 49, a 7-yard pickup.
Got it with plenty to spare. So a new set of downs for the Hearts, and here they are at midfield again. They have just shown the ability to move the ball pretty much at will tonight. I know it's only 7-0 on the scoreboard, but they're gaining lots of yardage.
Yeah, that's the 9th first down for Effingham compared to just 1 for Mater Dei. Pontius under center this time. He's going to hand it Dunston. Dunston going right up the middle, maybe right of center. Out across midfield, but just a couple of yards for Weldon, it looks like.
The gain, the side judge has it at the 49, so that would be a 2-yard gain. So it's 2nd and 8.
Weldon 54 yards on 16 carries now. He does have the lone touchdown in this game, but again, it's been mostly tough running for him. It's he's had a couple of good 8 and 7-yard pickups, but also just a lot of trudging as they give it to him again. This time he goes to the left of center, runs into his own blocker, and he's going to be brought down shy of the 45. So what looked like a pretty good hole for Weldon closed up in a hurry, and it looks like he's going to be down after a gain of just 3.
Lots helps him up. Connor Thompson was in there trying to block as well. Yeah, the gain from the 49 to the 46.
So still 5 yards to go on 3rd down. Effingham has moved it into Mater Dei territory, but just barely. They're on the Knights 46. 3.5 minutes to go before halftime. Boy, this quarter has been moving quickly. The game is moving quickly, it feels like.
Keeping it on the ground.
Yep. Under center is Pontius. Brings his receiver from the right closer to the line, but they're just going to hand it to Dunston. He goes off tackle to the left and gets pushed out of bounds, although it was the man who made contact with him, Carter Murphy, that ended up on his seat on the Effingham sideline, spotted at the 41, so a 5-yard pickup for Weldon Dunston.
Yeah, a lot of contact there. Murphy definitely got the worst end of it.
And they are going to say that's a first down for Effingham. It was pretty close, but the officials go ahead and make the motion. So another rushing first down for Effingham. That is their 8th of the game, 10 total. And the march continues at the Mater Dei 41.
Hard for Mater Dei to score if they never have the football.
But still with 41 yards to go, 3 minutes on the clock. Going to have to get something going here. Dunston takes another handoff, and there's a good gain on first down out across the 35-yard line. So, hey, that's exactly what they needed, about a 5-yard or 7-yard pickup, rather.
From the 41 to the 34, a gain of 7. Nice duck of the head, and that seemed to give him that extra bit of momentum.
69 yards for Weldon Dunston on his 19th carry. So 2nd and 3 for Effingham, 2.5 minutes to go. Pontius under center this time is going to hand to Dunston again. He follows the block and goes to his left and is out another first down. It should be a good gain for Dunston, and he is getting some good ones here.
Knocking on the door of the 25-yard line. It's marked at the 27.
So a 7-yard gain on back-to-back plays for Dunston, and Effingham's got the first down again. It looks like maybe they called a timeout while we were talking it over. The Knights call one. Why don't we take a 30-second break, and we'll be back. 2:21 to go before halftime. Effingham with a 7-0 lead over Mater Dei high school football on 97.9 XFM.
With an expanded service department, our new Express Lube, and a huge lineup from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Geckner Brothers continues to build on the service and trust we've earned since 1937. Visit us online at gecknerbros.net.
Washington Savings Bank is here for you through every stage of life. We make banking easy and convenient.
So after Effingham's third first down of this drive, Mater Dei calls timeout. 2:21 to go before halftime. Effingham has the 7-0 lead. Hearts also get the ball first in the second half, and they are deep in Mater Dei territory at the Knights 27. So they're trying to what they can do, Greg, to keep Effingham off the board here.
2:20. I like the way that the Hearts have enough time here that they can score and they can also manage the clock.
Screen pass to Lutz in the left. He goes right to the sideline, gets forced out of bounds. That whole play took 4 seconds off the clock, and it was a pretty good little chunky yardage for the Hearts.
Gain from the 27 to the 21. It's a 6-yard completion on a little sideline pass.
Yep, second catch of the game for Lutz. He's lined up right in the same spot again. He's to the left. You've got Caden Walls to the right, moves a little closer, and now they're going to pass. Looking as Pontius goes on trying to get Caden Walls, who went all the way across the field from right to left, and that pass was just out of his reach. And so that one falls incomplete, and the clock stops at 2:12.
That was a nice attempt by Walls to do something to get there to catch that football, but it was just unloaded by Pontius.
Yep, led him too far. Again, Walls had moved from wide right to the slot and then went across the field. He was all the way on the left sideline almost by the time he was diving for that pass, just couldn't catch it. Pontius going to keep it himself on 3rd and 4, and he looks to have enough to keep those chains moving. Another first down for Effingham.
Got it inside the 15-yard line to the 14, so a gain of 7. I like it that these runs by and large are 6- and 7-yard gainers.
42 yards for Pontius on his 9th carry. The Effingham quarterback keeps the possession alive. Under 2 minutes to go now. Effingham in the shotgun this time. Pontius, he's got 2 wide receivers in the game, and before anything can be run, I think Effingham has used another timeout. So we will take the timeout with them. 1:50 to go before halftime. It's Effingham 7, Breeze Mater Dei nothing. High school football on 97.9 XFM.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Color Drive in Effingham will find a vehicle that works for you. Check out Northside Ford's selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs today.
The Giving Plate, a meal service with heart. Purchase fresh and frozen meals along with salads and wraps. We have provided over 1,000 free meals to members of our local community. Check us out at our website and order online at thegivingplatemeals.com.
First and 10, Effingham at the Mater Dei 14, just 1:50 before halftime. Hart's trying to get a late score here in the second quarter. Pontius keeping it himself. He's going for the corner of the end zone. He is across. 14-yard touchdown run for Effingham, and the Harts extend their lead 13-0.
Just enough room to get across the pylon, and nice job by Pontius.
Went to the left corner of the end zone, and you're right, had just enough room to get across. So a long drive for the Harts, and they get another score before halftime. Armando Estrada back for the extra point. His kick is up, and it is good. He's 2 for 2 on his PATs, and Effingham's lead is 14-0. So with 1:44 to go before halftime, the Harts extend their lead. Again, it's Effingham 14, Mater Dei nothing. High school football on 97.9 XFM.
Come see all the new and exciting Chevrolet and Toyota vehicles here at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or shop and buy 24/7 at danheck.com.
Effingham Computer Sales and Service is a proud sponsor of Effingham Hearts football. Located inside the Village Square Mall, we've got tons of parts, new and used desktops, laptops, and more. Plus, we do more custom-built systems than anyone in the area. Check us out at effinghamcomputer.com.
Effingham kicking off with a 14-0 lead. Armando Estrada already 2 touchbacks on the game and make it 3. Kicks that one into the end zone. And so Mater Dei with 1:44 to go before halftime will have 80 yards to go if it wants to get on the board before the break.
I wonder what the school record is for a touchback to hit it into the end zone off the kickoffs.
No idea, but Armando's done it about 15 times so far this year. Did that one off of a 12-play, 63-yard drive for Effingham. Took 4:44 off the clock and ended with a 14-yard Tanner Pontius touchdown run. So Effingham with a 14-0 lead after Estrada kicked it through. And Harts are up by 2 scores. Mater Dei hasn't been able to get much going offensively, and Effingham's defense would love to keep the shutout going into halftime. Zeb takes the handoff, takes the snap and gives the handoff to Drake Rinsing, and there is nowhere for Rinsing to go.
Logan Heil ended up with the football, but the play was dead. He was heading for the end zone again. He liked that last week.
Get the ball in your hands and just run with it. There's a flag on the play. It's a face mask against Effingham. So they were on top of the play, but apparently somebody did something illegal there, and it's going to be moving the ball down the field a bit for the Knights after all. Looks like maybe just an incidental face mask because they have only moved the ball up to the 24. So it was actually a loss on the play back to the back to the 19, and then a 5-yard penalty moves it up to the 5 or 24, a 5-yard pick. Stumbled over my words a little bit. Zeb out of the shotgun trying to complete a pass, and that one is completed toward the near sideline. First completed pass for the Knights of the night, and that one is caught by number 2. That is Nick Lampy with the catch, and that breaks an 0 for 3 stretch for Trenton Zeb throwing the football.
16-yard pickup, 24 to the 40.
So 40-yard line, rather. A first down for the Knights out of the shotgun. Zeb going to keep it himself this time, and he is doing some tough running, trying to get to the 45, and that looks to be about where they're going to spot it. That'd be a 5-yard pickup, but again, we're down to 65 seconds to go before halftime.
Spencer Fox on the stop for Effingham.
Zeb has run 17 yards on 6 attempts. He is the leading rusher for these Knights as we approach halftime. 55 seconds to go. Shotgun snap to Zeb. Hands to Rinsing. Trying to find the left edge. He's being chased down by 4 red jerseys. 6 red jerseys. He is down in the backfield. Big defensive play for Effingham.
Well, take your pick. Love hit him first, and then Ring and Heil, and you take your pick. Spot of the football's at the 42, so a loss of 3 on that play.
3-yard loss, like you said, for Rinsing. He's down to 14 yards now on 6 carries, and Mater Dei is going to take its second timeout. So why don't we take a 30-second break with them? 39 seconds before halftime, it's Effingham 14, Mater Dei nothing. High school football on 97.9 XFM.
With an expanded service department, our new Express Lube, and a huge lineup from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Geckner Brothers continues to build on the service and trust we've earned since 1937. Visit us online at gecknerbros.net.
Washington Savings Bank is here for you through every stage of life. We make banking easy and convenient.
3rd and 8, Mater Dei, 39 seconds before halftime. Shotgun snap to Zeb, the quarterback. He gets hit as he's throwing it, underthrown, but the receiver tried to come back for it. It falls incomplete near the sideline. That play was messy, and again, Trenton Zeb, the Mater Dei quarterback, took a big hit as he threw that ball toward the Knights sideline.
Love again in there in his kitchen, and when you're falling backwards and on your back foot, it's tough to get much on a throw.
So on 4th and 8, 32.7 seconds to go, the Knights are going to have to punt for the 4th time this half. Dalton Marcus is back there, and again, he's had one go off the side of his foot. Effingham could potentially get the ball back with still 25 seconds and a decent field position. We'll see. This is not a good kick. Off the side of the foot again. Has a little bit but it takes a Mater Dei bounce. And it turns out not to be too bad. Gets to the 33-yard line. That's where it's downed. And so didn't look good off the foot, but Marcus did enough.
25 yards?
Started, the line of scrimmage was the 42. They downed that at the 33. Yes, 25-yard punt. So
it's pretty good at math.
Yeah, I'm not going to sell you short on that one. So 21.8 seconds to go before halftime. Effingham gets the ball at its own 33. I don't think the Hearts are going to try to do anything too crazy here, and in fact, they're just going to kneel on it once and call it a quarter. So 16 seconds still before halftime, but the play clock is not on, and the Hearts are going to be content to take a 2-score lead into the break. Greg, they held Mater Dei off the scoreboard, and Effingham will get the football first to start the second half. Not a bad way to get this one underway.
I like senior night so far.
Yep, senior night at Effingham High School, and the Hearts, again, a 14-0 lead over Mater Dei as we go into the break. So we will take a break, and when we come back, we will have a look at the scoring in that first half of play. We'll take a look at the halftime stats. Caleb Moody back at the studio will give us a check on any scores he's been able to round up from around the area, and we'll probably talk about some senior band members as well. All that when we're back in 90 seconds here on 97.9 XFM.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Color Drive in Effingham will find a vehicle that works for you. Check out Northside Ford's selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs today.
The Giving Plate, a meal service with heart. Purchase fresh and frozen meals along with salads and wraps. We have provided over 1,000 free meals to members of our local community. Check us out at our website and order online at thegivingplatemeals.com.
Check those out and then go look for the Whitey and Will Sports Show on YouTube, and you can hear Joey Trupiano on with us this last week. First time we've ever interviewed an student athlete. We've always kind of shied away from the kids, never sure how they're going to feel about talking to us, but I think Mike knows them a little bit, and so he worked that one out, and it was a pretty good chat. So Effingham's going to get the ball first here in the second half, and we'll see what this half's got in store for the Hearts with the 14-0 lead.
My memory is not good enough to know, but I think maybe the Hearts have had the ball to start second half every game this year. Mater Dei is ready to give it a boot from the 40. Effingham in front 14-0. And the kick hard down the middle, but short and taken. Oh, my, nice job by Dunston. No, he did lose it, and it ends up back in the end zone. He's going to have to put a knee down, and it'll come out to the 20. That was scary because he just about got it over his shoulder and couldn't find what to do with it, but it did thankfully go into the end zone, so it's a touchback, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hearts at their 20.
It's a windy day, and it probably it almost certainly had an effect on the field goal that Estrada was not able to connect on in the first half, and that one, I think, maybe carried a little further than Weldon thought it was going to at first.
Pontius up under center on 1st and 10. Hearts in front 14-0. Let's see what they can do about adding to the lead. Weldon Dunston got a yard, and then they bulldogged him like a steer. So it'll be 2nd and 9 at the 21.
I'm sure that Mater Dei is going to come out after halftime with a renewed sense of purpose. They understand what's at stake for them as well. We've talked about what's at stake for Effingham, but Mater Dei needs a win pretty badly here tonight as well, and it's going to start with a stop here.
2nd and 9 at the 21. Pontius has been up under center the entire game, looking for a handoff, but he rolls to the far side, looking to throw, gets it to the sidelines, and throws it out of bounds. There was nobody open, so he threw it away, and it's 3rd and 9.
Yep, just decided to bail on that play, not try to force anything. And with the 2-score lead and the fact that Effingham has been able to run the ball pretty effectively, no reason to take any undue risks, but you are set up with a 3rd and long deep in your own territory.
Carter Bushu comes in. He'll help at the receiving core. He'll go to the far side. Lots down here at the near side. Now, Pontius drops back to the gun, fake the handoff, coming to the near side on his feet, and not much. Got out across the 25, but he's going to have to convert from quarterback to punter here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way. You know, maybe if there was just a yard to go, you might feel yourself a little bit and say, hey, we're going to do something crazy here, but still a good 3 yards shy of the marker. They're going to have to punt.
And this deep in their own territory, you wouldn't suppose they'd go for it. So a gain of 6 to the 27, and 4th and 3. So Pontius, the quarterback, the ball carrier, will now be the punter.
First time he's had to do this tonight. He's usually pretty good at it.
Gage Gillum is the man that blocks for him. There's the punt, and he got a good foot into it. It's going sideways, though, and out of bounds.
Yeah, that's the problem. He kicked that one a long way, but directionally it was not fantastic. It got to the sideline in a hurry. Looks like they're going to put it on the other side of midfield, but barely. Just
48.
The 48. So just a 23 plus 2, 25-yard punt.
So Mater Dei is going to have pretty good field position. They'll start at their own 48-yard line with 10:29 to go in the 3rd quarter. Hearts in front, 14-0. Don't forget, Las Vegas, that's where they're headed for NASCAR tomorrow and Sunday on KJ Country. Handoff, a lot of contact, and he bounces off and still on his feet, goes to the far sideline and gets close to a 1st down. Nice run there by Drake Rensing on 1st down. On 1st down and 10.
Rensing had a 9-yard run very early in the game, and that's being the biggest rushing play that Mater Dei has been able to muster all night, and this is going to challenge it.
Well, a gain of 7. They'll put it at the 44 of Effingham. So a gain of 8 from the 48 of Mater Dei to the 44 of Effingham, so a gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. 10:20, as we said. Not sure the clock started on that play. So it's 2nd and 2.
Went toward the sideline, so must have been pushed out of bounds because it's still not running. So
I thought it was 10:20 when we started the play. Is my point.
Oh, okay. Well, no, 10:29 is what I wrote down anyway.
Good. And I'm wrong, and that's good to know. We got a good crew here. So a gain of 8. It's 2nd and 2.
Something's taking a while to get settled, though. Like, there's still some talking. Now the trainer's coming off the Effingham sideline, so maybe somebody got banged up at the end of that play. Maybe even on the Mater Dei sideline, like nobody that's out on the field.
When the play ended up out of bounds. Yeah, they're going to tend to somebody, and meanwhile, we're going to play. So 2nd and 2. Mater Dei with the ball at Effingham's 44. There's the snap, there's the handoff, and a big hole and a 1st down near the Effingham 35-yard line. Marcus got the handoff that time from the 44. The gain is to the 37, so a gain of 7.
That's the first carry for Dalton Marcus, and pretty good one for him.
So a new set of downs for the Knights, and the ball's loose, and the Hearts fall on it. I think maybe Mater Dei got in there and got it back.
Yeah, Zeb, the quarterback, actually was the man who got to that one. Marcus fumbled it in the backfield, and Trenton Zeb very alertly dove on the football before any red jerseys could get there, but it is a loss of 3 yards on the play at least.
Back to the 40, so 2nd and 13. That helps the Hearts. 9.5 to go in the 3rd quarter. They've got a man lined up on either side of Zeb now in the shotgun. He carries, he gets decked. That didn't work well. They may go away from that play. Charlie Ring said hello.
Yeah, you said go away from that play. They should get away from Charlie Ring is what they should do. Don't run toward that young man. That's a loss of 2. So back-to-back losses for the Knights. And after a couple of promising plays for them, well, they're scuffling.
So 3rd and 15. And see what they do here at Effingham's 42. They have not thrown the ball much.
Nope, just 5 pass attempts in the first half.
There's the snap. They fake the handoff. There's a pass, and it is caught.
Oh.
And I thought he went out of bounds, and he did go out of bounds.
Yep, kept going toward the end zone. Scared me for a second, but the official didn't spot it.
So it's not a first down. In fact, it is spotted at the 33, so a gain of 9. So a good gain, but not nearly enough for a first down. So it's 4th down now at Effingham's 33-yard line. So 4th and 6, Mater Dei in Effingham territory, but it is 4th down. It's a big play right here.
Nick Lampy had that catch, by the way. He has both Mater Dei receptions.
Now he's alone in the backfield, Zeb. Looking to throw. Here come the Hearts, and down he goes! Outside the 40-yard line.
Michael Love.
Woo. That was nice play. Well, I'm not sure what else to say. Ring's back there, and Josh Kelly's back there, and Logan Hiles back there. Cast of thousands. And it's Effingham football.
Zep was kind of nonchalant, I thought, in the pocket, too, just standing straight up. And the next thing you know, he is just getting rammed. And that's a loss of 7 on the play, plus, more importantly, the turnover on downs.
So 4 plays, an incompletion, and 3 losses. And the Hearts defense did mighty fine there. Michael Love was in on that tackle, too. That was pretty. So 1st and 10 for the Hearts at their 40 with 8:37 to go in the third quarter to start this drive. Pontius up under center on first down. There's the handoff. Picking his way through the middle. Dunston still on his feet. And he got to about the 43-yard line. Gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
3 pretty hard-fought yards. Not a ton of room for him there, but able to get a little bit out. And he's up to 80 yards. That was his 22nd carry. So Dunston has turned into the workhorse over the last 3 weeks.
Just a sophomore, friends. Keep him healthy. 2nd and 7. Hearts with the ball at their own 43-yard line. Pontius up under center. There's the snap. Handoff up the gut. Nothing. Dunston didn't go, well, maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
But the best you can hope for, and that is what the side judge seems to be indicating. So nothing there for Dunston.
So no gain, and it's 3rd and 7. 14-0 Effingham. Hearts looking to go to 5-3 on the season. That would make them playoff eligible. But again, just because you're eligible doesn't mean that you're in. From the shotgun now, Pontius on 3rd and 7. There's the snap. He's going to keep. He comes to the near side. He needs some room. He gets out across the 45, but well shy of a first down. And let's see what the Hearts do here on 4th down. Gain from the 43 to the 46. Gain of 3. So that'll make it 4th and 4.
You can definitely sense the energy from the Mater Dei defense. They know what they need to do. It's just, are they going to be able to keep that up for 2 quarters? And more importantly, will they ever be able to penetrate this Effingham defense? The Hearts have done a great job.
All right, we're ready. Pontius going to punt here. High snap, he has it, takes his time, puts his foot on it, and boy, it went straight up this time. I think into the wind, but a good Effingham bounce.
Yep.
It ends up down around the 21-yard line, so turned out much better for the Hearts than I first feared.
Yeah, the kick was straight up. Pontius had a ton of time to kick that thing, by the way. We watched these Effingham special teamers get in the backfield and wreak havoc on punters. We've seen it for the last couple of weeks, and Pontius had all day to go up and get that high snap, and that one is down to the 22, so about a 38-yard punt for Tanner.
So that's where Mater Dei will set up shop with 6:32 to go in this third quarter.
Come see all the new and exciting Chevrolet and Toyota vehicles here at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or shop and buy 24/7 at danheck.com.
Effingham Computer Sales and Service is a proud sponsor of Effingham Hearts football. Located inside the Village Square Mall, we've got tons of parts, new and used desktops, laptops, and more. Plus, we do more custom-built systems than anyone in the area. Check us out at effinghamcomputer.com.
15-0 Effingham. From the 22, there's the handoff, and down he goes again. Boy, the Hearts just know they're not going to throw unless in an emergency, and Rensing got clobbered, basically. I don't mean that in a mean way. It's just telling you what's happening. No gain. 2nd and 10, still at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, I've just never seen a modern-day team as one-dimensional as this one is, and Effingham was able to really take advantage of that on the defensive end all night.
From the shotgun, they haven't tried that much. Zeb runs, and he gets some yardage to about the 25, and then there's much scrumming, and I think it's about where they may give him across the 25, but it's going to be 3rd down and 6 or 7. Spencer Fox among them in there on the stop for the Hearts.
I'm going to call it the 25. It is across the 25, but only about maybe 3/4 of a football across it, so we'll say a 3-yard pickup for Zeb there.
From the gun on 3rd down, looking to throw, sidearms it, it's caught, and then it's dropped.
Man. I mean, the pass was right there, and the receiver just could not hang on. That was Lampy again. He had that one, I thought, secured, and he had to leave his feet for a second, but boy, that's just a ball that's got to be caught, quite honestly.
And Zeb had to go down sidearm to get rid of that thing, and it looked like it was right in his breadbasket, but Zeb couldn't haul it in, Lampy couldn't haul it in. So it's 4th and 6, and they're going to punt again. Back about the 15, and the ball is hit pretty good. Hearts get it at the 40, though, and call fair catch. And Zach Donaldson gets it, and Effingham will have it 1st and 10 at their 39. So 25 and 11 is 36 yards on that punt, and that's where the Hearts will take it here. 1st and 10 at their 39 with 5:16 to go on the 3rd.
The other thing about that modern-day passing game is that the only receiver he's really looked for is Lampy, too, so that's even more something you can key in on is the Effingham defense. They pretty much know that that's his favorite target. But there just hasn't been a whole lot there for the Knights offensively this evening.
We're lined up, and now we've got a whistle. Timeout, Mater Dei. I think they looked maybe a little confused. So the Knights called time. 5:16 to go, 3rd quarter. Back in a minute. It's 14-0 Effingham on 97.9 XFM.
With an expanded service department, our new Express Lube, and a huge lineup from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Geckner Brothers continues to build on the service and trust we've earned since 1937. Visit us online at gecknerbros.net.
Washington Savings Bank is here for you through every stage of life. We make banking easy and convenient.
All right, short timeout, 5:16 to go in the 3rd. Hearts with the ball at their own 39-yard line. Pontius going to throw. Caught out here in the flats, and a yard or two gain after the catch as Andrew Lutz was trying to make it even better than it was. The gain from the 39 to the 46, gain of 7, and it's 2nd and 3.
3rd catch for Andrew. Nothing huge, but 3 receptions.
Another thing for the Knights defense to think about. Up the middle, Dunston hit a wall, falls forward, got a yard or two. Not much more than that. Not to 1st down yardage for sure.
You talk about keying in on the run. Well, I think that's what Mater Dei's doing a little bit in the second half too. And so you may see Effingham have to take to the air to eventually beat them. And then when that one was all said and done, they put it back on the line of scrimmage.
Got a spot, no gain. So it's 3rd down and 2. A long 2. Pontius up under center. Lined up in the eye. Looking to throw. Still looking. Nice scrambling to the far side. Now they're after him, and now he puts his head down, and he's driving and diving and got maybe a yard before they take him down. It's going to bring up fourth down.
There's a flag in the backfield. 51 for Effingham, 73 for Mater Dei. So Maddox Burner and Jake Lepker for Mater Dei were wrapped up with each other, going at it. I don't know what the call is, but it definitely had to do with the play between them as they were in a little bit of a one-on-one scrum there.
The penalty's on the Hearts. So we will sort this out as they're talking to Mater Dei coach Jim Stiebel. And here's the word. Hold on the Hearts.
10-yard penalty from the front of foul. Replay, third down.
All right, so 10 yards back to the 29. So,
it happened way behind the line of scrimmage. So the line of scrimmage was the 46. It happened at the 39. They move it back to the 29. That's a tough
7.
spot.
Yeah. And then 10 yards on the hold. Yeah. So a big loss. 3rd and 20. This is when they send Dave Woltman out wide to catch this and get this first down.
It will be 3rd and 20.
He's standing here by me.
Very stoic.
Looking to throw. Pass in the flats. It's caught by Walls. Coming to the near side across the 40. Got a lot of it back. Not enough for a first down. But it's worth thinking about now. It's 4th and 8.
Boy, Walls went running right for an official who had to bail at the last second. He was afraid he was going to get run over. But Caton, he gets a 12-yard pickup, but still quite a ways to go.
So 4th and 8. They're going to punt. At around the 40, I just thought, well, maybe they'd think about it. But they're not. They're going to punt. Good snap. A lot of time. Punt.
That's better.
We boom this baby. It is, it down at Effingham, bounce. And it's going to die in the field of play. It's inside the 5. They're going to tag it out at the 3. That was pretty. Jack Harper went back there and said, here, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait.
That's a 56-yard punt right there.
Woo, that's nice. Inside the 5. And that's where the Hearts give it to Mount Zion. That's when you punt. That's why you punt. Nice play. Nice play. So 1st and 10 at the 3 is what they call it. 3-yard line for Mater Dei to start this drive. They'll start it with 3:06 left in the third. Hearts in front 14-0 on senior night. So the Hearts could have golden field position if they work this right. Going to pass out of the end zone. It's complete to about the 8. And that's gutsy.
That's the running back, Drake Rinsing, who caught that one, number 18. And yeah, it does give him a little breathing room with the completion, but you're right. Kind of a risky play.
Gain of 5 to the 8, 2nd and 5. Staying in the gun, got a man in motion. That's Lampy. They're going to throw again, and it's incomplete. Man went across the middle. He threw it to the side, so somebody didn't do the right thing.
Well, at a certain point, you get late in the third quarter, you put nothing on the board, you're down. You haven't been able to run the football effectively. You might as well try something different. You're not going to win doing what you've done if you're Mater Dei, so they're going to have to give Effingham a different look. The Hearts have clearly shown that they can stop what the Knights have been trying to do for almost 3 quarters, so they've thrown the ball 2 times in a row, probably, for the first time all night.
Still at the 8, 3rd and 5, their own 8. Zeb still in the shotgun. And they called time. I guess they were trying to get the Hearts to jump. I'm not sure.
I don't know if they were trying to get them to jump or if they were not in communication, but whatever the point, they were running out of time on the play clock.
2:36 to go in the third. Caleb, let's take a 30-second break. Hearts lead Mater Dei 14-0 here on 97.9 XFM.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a vehicle that works for you. Check out Northside Ford's selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs today.
The Giving Plate, a meal service with heart. Purchase fresh and frozen meals along with salads and wraps. We have provided over 1,000 free meals to members of our local community. Check us out at our website and order online at thegivingplatemeals.com.
For Mater Day, they are in a 3rd and 5, and they are at their own 8-yard line.
Yeah, the Knights had to make sure they had the right play call in. This is a big play for them.
Hearts in front, 14-0. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here come the Hearts. There's the pass. It's knocked down, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, I don't know if it was Charlie Ring or if it was Josh Kelly that got the hand on it. They were both contesting that pass. I think it was probably Charlie Ring who broke it up, but he batted it right up in the air. So Zeb's pass is incomplete, and they're going to have to punt from in their own end zone.
This is going to be some big punt right here. Donaldson at about Mater Day's 40 to return this punt. This could be huge. Hearts lead by 2 scores, and it could get more fun here in a minute. 2:30 to go in the 3rd quarter. Here's the punt, and it's a good one. Hits at midfield. Donaldson tries to field it, picks it up. He gets to the 45 and dives to about the 42. So he lost his footing and he slaps the turf. But all in all, I think he did a good job of recovering that and at least getting 7 or 8 yards on the return.
Yeah, had to go back for it a little bit. Had to circle around it before he could pick it up. It wasn't the prettiest thing, but yeah, he got a few of those yards back, about a 5-yard return, and great field position for Effingham regardless.
Yep, 1st and 10 for the Hearts at Mater Day's 43. 2:21 left in the 3rd to start this drive. Hearts lead at 14-0. Trying to get that 5th win to become playoff eligible. Pontius from the shotgun. Harper in motion. He's going to throw. He throws it back to Pontius. And now Tanner dives to about the 41. So a lot of razzle-dazzle, and we got about 2 yards out of it.
Well, Jack Harper gets some passing statistics, and Tanner Pontius gets some receiving statistics. It's fun. It didn't really go for much of anything, but they tried something different.
Under 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Hearts have a 2-score lead, and they've kept Mater Day off the scoreboard so far tonight. There's the snap. Pontius just going to run it this time. He says nothing fancy here, and he got hit and falls to the 40. So not much on these first 2 plays of this drive.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to talk out of turn, but Effingham again, it's just a 14-0 game. But it doesn't even feel that close because their defense has done such a good job tonight. It just feels like Mater Day could play 8 quarters and have a hard time ever scoring against Effingham right now, as that was no gain for Pontius, as it turns out.
Yeah, football just inside the 41-yard line. They've got lots out here to the near side. They've got 2 men wide to the far side. They're going to run it. Pontius faked the give to Lutz. And Pontius ends up getting stopped for a 2-yard loss.
Marcus Kerrer, one of the linebackers for this Mater Day team, dragged him down.
It may not be quite as bad as I thought. No gain, as it turns out, and one side of the 41-yard line to the other. So that'll make it 3rd down. 4th down. Sorry, it said 3rd on the scoreboard. 4 on the chains.
Yep.
So 4th and 8. They're going to go for it, obviously, in Mater Day territory. Half a minute left in the 3rd quarter. Pontius from the gun. Good snap. Rolling to the far side. Lets it go. Got a man. Caught out there for a 1st down at about the 30-yard line.
Caden Walls with the catch, and then Pontius took a big shot at the end of that play. So good concentration for him to let go of it. He knew he was going to get hit. That's the first time the Hearts have moved the chains in this second half.
The gain is to the 30, so a gain of 11-ish. And the Hearts get that new set of downs, and that'll be the last play of the 3rd quarter. So the Hearts are driving, heading into the 4th. After 3 quarters, Effingham 14, Breeze Mater Day nothing. Here on 97.9 XFM.
Come see all the new and exciting Chevrolet and Toyota vehicles here at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or shop and buy 24/7 at danheck.com.
Effingham Computer Sales and Service is a proud sponsor of Effingham Hearts football. Located inside the Village Square Mall, we've got tons of parts, new and used desktops, laptops, and more. Plus, we do more custom-built systems than anyone in the area. Check us out at effinghamcomputer.com.
Back at Klosterman Field at Washington Savings Bank Stadium, it could be the last time in this season that we're here. although I sure hope not. That would mean first or second week of the playoffs if we're back. I like the sound of that. Hearts have the ball at Mater Dei's 30 as we start the fourth quarter. Hearts in front 14-0. Looking to throw. Going the far sideline is caught out there, and I think that's Walls. Nope, it's not. It's Jacob Foster made that catch. Jacob Weaver, pardon me. Jacob Weaver made the catch. And the gain is to the 27, so a gain of 3. And it's positive yardage, and that's the name of the game when you're the team that's ahead. Just into the fourth quarter, 14-0 Effingham.
Yeah, Effingham in that third quarter punted 3 times. Mater Dei they turned it over on downs and then punted twice. It was a whole lot of nothing for both offenses. But if you're Effingham, hey, you get 1 quarter closer with that 2-touchdown lead.
Set up like they're going to throw again. There's the snap. Nope, they're going to run. Pontius kept it this time, and he's inside the 25, and he's near the 20, very near another first down.
Just kept moving the pile. He faked to Dunston and then went to his left instead, and just kept pushing forward, and it's going to be very close to first down. A little bit shy. They've got the 3 up on the down marker on the sideline, but it couldn't be by much.
Calling it the 21, so it's a gain of 6. So it's 3rd and 1-ish. It's less than a yard, actually. So 3rd down, less than a yard. You would suppose they'll run it. Pontius is back, and the Hearts also have Colton Loy out there. Remember, they threw to him for a touchdown.
Yeah, it might be kind of fun to throw it here.
Looking, handoff up the gut. I think that's Dunston. He has the first down.
They didn't listen to me, but that's okay. They still got the first down. That's all that really matters.
Fun to get the first down. To the 19. Just moving it along. And again, I've said a couple of times, hard for Mater Dei to score if they don't have the ball. 10-14 left in this one.
I think they might have even given them to the 18 there.
Well, you're right. Okay. So, a new set of downs, regardless, on the 3-yard gain.
3 total first downs between these two teams in the second half.
We know which one can afford that more. Handoff Dunston. They're after him, and down he goes for a loss. Back to the 19. Lost a yard on that. So, 2nd down and 11. But again, the clock keeps moving. And that's the name of the game here. Hearts lead it by 2 scores. 9:35 to go in this one. Hearts win. They go to 5-3 on the season. Walls and Pontius come from the sidelines. Caden's going to split out here to the near side. Lutz to the far side. Coberline at the blocking back. And they're going to give it. And there's the pass caught. And there's a flag. And inside the 5-yard line to Coberline. But let's see. Nobody's too happy for the Hearts.
Yeah, it's not going to count. Well, some of it's going to count. But I think there was a hold against Effingham elsewhere away from the football.
No foul.
Oh.
No foul.
Well, that's even better.
So the pass counts, and it's a play from the 19 to the 4. Gain of 15 yards. And 1st and goal for the Hearts at Mater Dei's 4-yard line. So the officials decided no foul. Charlie Ring in from the sidelines. Lutz goes out. I think this is going to just be smash mouth here.
I was going to say, bring the big guys in to block and see what you can get done. You know, they've got Loy in there as well, so some big bodies. Connor Thompson's also in there, so both of your tight ends.
Got that 2 tight ends set there on the right side of the line. Pontius up under center. Loy in a slot. Now they give it to the deep back. That's Dunston, and he gets some gain to the 3, maybe the 2. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Yeah, they had Loy and Thompson both lined up on the right. They moved Loy over to the left to block for where Dunston ran. He ran left of center, but not a bunch of room there. He only got a couple.
Gain of 2 to the 2, so it's 2nd and goal at the 2. But it's 2nd down and 2 yards to go, and the clock keeps running.
Dunston's already scored one of 2 Effingham touchdowns tonight. Was looking for a second one there, and he's back again in the I formation.
Cobra line up to block. Looking to throw. Pontius going to the far side. Got to about the line of scrimmage before they bulldog him down.
Really good open field tackle as Pontius had decided, he was going to throw, and then he was going to scramble for the front of the end zone, and he got wrestled down. But there is a flag, a personal foul, a horse collar against Mater Dei. So that tackle, a little too good to be true, apparently got in his equipment, and that's going to be an automatic first down.
So the gain appeared to be about to the line of scrimmage. Let's see where this all shakes out here.
Yep, that's exactly what they did.
So half the distance. The play went to about the 2, so it is set down at the 1.
Yeah, it was no gain on the play since the line of scrimmage was the 2. Half the distance is a 1-yard penalty. And
here's the snap, and here's the handoff, and they're not going in this time. They're driving back at about the 4. Nice surge by Mater Dei, and Dunston lost yardage on this. They're going to send Weymouth in here now. And it's put down at the 3, so they lost 2. So 3rd and goal at the 3.
Mater Dei doing what it can, but Effingham trying desperately to punch this one in.
So they got Weymouth at the deep back, Cobra line at the blocking back spot. 3rd and goal at the 3. Weymouth's got a little more size on him than Dunston.
Yeah.
Timeout's called. And let's see what this is about. The officials are just sorting it out, I think.
Operator, please set the game clock to 7:27.
Okay, they ask them to move the clock to 7:27. It's sitting on 7:20 right now, so they'll add 7 seconds.
This drive for Effingham began with 2:21 to go in the 3rd quarter, so it's been going on for quite a while.
All right, set up in the eye. Hand off to the deep back. That's Weymouth, and boy, they drive him back. Wow. So that's going to bring up 4th and goal. Still at the 4, so they lost a yard. And tough sledding, and let's see whether Armando loosens up that leg again.
Yeah, remember, he missed a pretty long one earlier in the first half. Windy night here. I'm sure that played a role in it, and there just seemed to be a lot of different personnel coming on, and he is indeed going to try to kick one.
A lot less wind now than there was earlier in the game. They set it down.
Other end of the field, too.
At the 12, so a 22-yard attempt. From Donaldson's hold, high snap, placement, kicks up, looks good to me. The officials agree. Field goal's good from 22 yards out, and the Hearts extend the lead to 17-0 on the strong left leg of Armando Estrada. If Scott mentions that he believes that is a single season record for most field goals in a season. I know Michael Carey went on a tear his senior year for the Hearts, but Scott usually doesn't say something unless he's pretty sure he's right. So that's a smart man that does that. So I've talked right through the break, Caleb. We'll just keep it here.
Mike DePoyster.
Okay, so Michael Carey and Mike DePoyster were the guys that had the record that Armando Estrada just broke. Congratulations, young man. He's been fun to watch. So a long drive, right, Dustin?
Yeah, 13 plays. Again, Effingham was in Mater Dei territory, a 39-yard drive. So it took a long time, 7 minutes and 41 seconds.
And highlighted by the 22-yard field goal. So the Hearts now lead at 17-0. The kickoff is returned up the middle of the field by Mater Dei, and they get it out across the 25-yard line. That's Schlimme.
Yep, number 10, Gabe Schlimme. Yeah, Schlimme. They've got some interesting names, as always, in Mater Dei, and that was a shorter kick. He took it about the 7-yard line and brought it out across the 25 to about the 27, so about a 20-yard return.
So 1st and 10 for Mater Dei at the 27, and now it's a 3-touchdown lead for the Hearts with 6:33 to go. 17-0 Effingham. This has been impressive. Zeb back to throw. Here come the Hearts. There's the throw. It's incomplete. Anaman trying to run a crossing pattern, but he never got there in time. That's Elliott Rockers, and It falls incomplete, and it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, just not a particularly catchable ball. They just have not. They haven't been able to get anything going in their passing game, and Effingham's been able to sit on that run and pretty well bottle things up.
Incompletion does stop the clock. 6:28 left in the game. Art's looking to get to 5 and 3. Again, Zeb in the shotgun. On 2nd and 10, there's the snap. Here come the Hearts. He gets the throw away. Got a man there. Estrada, great defense to knock away what could have been a touchdown pass to Rockers.
Yeah, Estrada had that one read the whole way. He did a great job. He wasn't ever going to let that one get complete. So Mater Dei trying to throw the ball, trying to go deep. They've been incomplete 4 straight times, and Zeb is just 3 for 12.
So 6:23 now after the incomplete pass stops the clock, and it's 3rd and 10. Hearts again in front now, 17-0. There's the snap, looking to throw one more time. There's the pass across the middle, and it falls incomplete. In fact, Hearts almost intercepted it.
Jack Harper trying to track that one down before it hit the turf. Couldn't quite make the interception. And so 3 straight incomplete passes, and Mater Dei going to shuffle its personnel. Looks like they're just going to punt it away.
6:18 left. They're down 17. They're going to give up the ball this deep in Effingham territory. This deep in their own territory, pardon me. Just about the 15-yard line to boot this punt, and it's a good one, and it goes into Effingham territory, and the ball is caught. Donaldson trying to come to the sidelines, and they just wrestle him down at about the 35.
38-yard punt, so Marcus's 7th punt of the game, and Donaldson 3 punt returns in this game. You don't often hear that.
No. The ball is going to be set down right on Effingham's 35-yard line. And Hearts with a football, a 17-point lead, and 6:08 to go.
A lot of running around for Zach for no actual gain, but he's had an exciting evening in the punt return game.
So, let's see what the Hearts can do. Oh, man, there's the word. Scott Mosier says Sid Kibler. He's worked on the sidelines for the Hearts PA here for years, and this is Sid's last home game. So, Sid, you've done a wonderful job. Dunston carried, and the gain from the 35 to the 38, gain of 3, and it's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, at this point, Effingham just running the time down, under 6 minutes to go, and again with a 17-0 lead. If you score here, great, but you're just taking time off the clock. Run the ball.
Yep, 5:40 left. Garrett Wolf checks in for the Hearts. He'll split out to the far side as a receiver. Lots down here to the near side. 5:28 left. Handoff. Dunston. Not much. Might have got a yard, maybe 2. And eventually they're going to blow the whistle.
Never did get him down to the turf. He wasn't giving up on that play.
38. They're going to give him to the 40. Gain of 2. So it's 3rd and 3. 3rd and 5 is the more accurate.
That was the 30th carry for Weldon Dunston. He has had a busy night.
Carter Bushu checks in, brings the play in to Tanner Pontius.
Effingham defense under 5 minutes away from its 3rd shutout of the season.
Walls and Bushu have pretty much been the shuttle service for the Hearts as far as running plays in. Bushu comes in tight. There's the handoff to Dunston, little dipsy doodle, and nothing. Still at the 40. But the clock keeps running because he stayed in bounds. So the gain, none. And still at the 40. So it's 4th down, so the Hearts will, again, transform Pontius from quarterback to punter.
Yeah, he didn't have a punt in the first half, but this is going to be his 4th one after the break. His last one was a great one.
Yes, sir, inside the 5. Hearts are chatting on the sidelines. Are we going to change something? Nope, guess not. Yeah, they needed one more player. That's what they were changing. Jack Harper needs to bust it to get out there, and he got in formation just in time, or did he?
No. Hefner called timeout because the play clock was running. There were about 5 seconds left on the play clock when Jack was running out on the field. So Brett said, "We're not gonna be able to get this done."
Either Jack didn't get the memo, or somebody didn't give Jack the memo. Anyway, Hart's time. 3:51 to go. Let's take a 30-second break, Caleb. Effingham in front of Mater Dei, 17-0 here on 97.9 XFM.
With an expanded service department, our new Express Lube, and a huge lineup from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Geckner Brothers continues to build on the service and trust we've earned since 1937. Visit us online at gecknerbros.net.
Washington Savings Bank is here for you through every stage of life. We make banking easy and convenient.
Your Community Health Mart pharmacy at 805 West Fayette in Effingham. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Classic Hits 97.9 XFM. WXEF Effingham.
Punt went up high, not so deep. It's taken just inside the 35-yard line. They'll call it the 34. So from the 40 to the 34, 26-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Mater Dei at their 34 with just 3:44 left, and the Hearts in front 17-0. So a lot to like about the position the Hearts are in right here. Looking to go to 5-3 on the season. Again, that would make them playoff eligible, not necessarily in. That'll be decided next Saturday. Not tomorrow, a week from Saturday. All right, so Zeb in the shotgun. Naked backfield. There's the snap, and he dropped it, and he picks it up, and down he goes. He fell forward, which is a good thing to do, to fall forward if you're going to fall. But they put it back at the line, actually a 4-yard loss from the 34 back to the 30, so he must have touched his knee there.
Mater Dei had 31 rushing yards at halftime. That puts them at 33 for the game after that loss of 4. So it has just been nothing for this Knights offense.
2nd down, 14, again from the shotgun. There's the snap to Zeb. Here come the Hearts. There's the pass, and they got his arm, and the Hearts intercepted. That's Evan Weymouth. He's going to the sideline. He's inside the 15 before they run him out of bounds, and that ought to do it.
Yep, Zeb was hit as he threw that one. That's not necessarily his fault, but Evan Weymouth doesn't care. He took that at the 37-yard line. Good return afterwards, and the Hearts are going to get a victory here tonight.
That was big. Evan Weymouth with the pick. Hearts end up with the football at Mater Dei's 15 with 2:57 left. Just hang on to the football, gentlemen. That's the name of the game right here. So 1st and 10 Effingham at Mater Dei's 15 with 2:57 left. This is as lopsided a game for Effingham against Mater Dei that I can ever remember. Here's a handoff, moving it. Oh, he lost his footing and fell down, but still got a yard or two. I think that's Dunston. Yep, he gets to the 13, so a gain of 2. It's 2nd and 8. And we're down to 2:40 to play. We'll talk to Coach Hefner. Dustin's going to have some interesting stats here on the post game, so I'd be sure to stick around for that.
I got to tell you, the offensive statistics are not going to be a whole lot different from the first half to the total of the game. So if you have a good memory, you might know pretty much where we're at.
You'll be able to sing along with us. Pontius up under center. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff. Dunston coming to the right side. Nice blocking, and he got it inside the 10. Nice gain. They had Loy and they had Connor Thompson over there. They double stack that tight end spot. least that's what I call it. And it's a gain to the 9, so he got 4.
Effingham's going to win this game. I do want to give the Mater Dei defense a shout out because they came out in the second half and did everything they needed to do. I mean, all you can do as a defense is keep the other team out of the end zone, and that's what they have done. But Effingham's D also up to the task. Again, they're going to get their third shutout of the season, barring something unforeseen here, and that's not common. That's a tough thing to do.
I don't remember Mater Dei having hardly ever any zeros. Dunston up the gut and didn't get much. And that'll bring up 4th down. And we're down to 1:10 to play. So, obviously, the Heart up, and there's a flag. Maybe some celebrating.
Yeah, there was some pretty exuberant kids in white jerseys after that play. They're still working hard. They're still excited, but maybe. Although, I don't know. Effingham's walking back like maybe they're the ones. Yeah, Effingham's the one that eventually got the flag called against them. So sometimes it's the second person to act that ends up getting the laundry picked up, and that's what the Hearts did right there.
So unsportsmanlike on the Hearts, and we'll see where this gets set down. It'll still be 4th down because it came after the play.
Yep, looks like they're gonna. Well, I'm not going to try and say yet.
I'm going to wait till he sits it down.
Yeah, they walk like 3/4 of the way there, then stop to discuss something, and then put it down at the 23.
They probably don't do many unsportsmanlike conducts on that either. So back to the 23.
Which means that it was a 1-yard pickup for Dunston to the 8, and then back 15 yards to the 23.
So now it'd be a 33-yard field goal in case you're wondering. And we're under a minute. The Hearts are just trying to kill as much clock as they can. So they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, they'll just run a play.
And there's the snap. Handoff, Dunston up the middle, leans, gets it back inside the 20, and that'll take a lot more seconds. Now they stop the clock. Down to 42 seconds left. I'm pretty sure the Hearts won't give up 17 points in 42 seconds. The gain is to the 19. So that's where Mater Dei will take it over on downs here with 42 seconds left, and the Hearts in front 17-0.
So that was the 35th and final carry of Weldon Dunston's evening. He'll finish at 98 yards on those 35 touches. But again, still 41.6 seconds to go. Mater Dei, I don't know if they'll try to get a little chippy down there toward the end of the game. I don't know if they'll try to go for something here or if they'll just run the ball once and call it a night.
We'll all watch. Zeb lines it up in the shotgun. He's going to throw. Steps up, gets it away, going to the sidelines. It is caught at about midfield.
Their biggest play of the night.
Or are they calling it incomplete? I thought he had it, but he didn't. The official in the center of the field waved it off, and the intended receiver there was number 10. That's Gabe Schlemmy. And it's 2nd and 10. 33 seconds left.
Heck of an attempt, laying out for that one. Yeah, I thought he pulled it in, but it must have come out of the hands and hit the turf on his way down, and then maybe pop back up into his breadbasket. He was a little shaken up after he got up, so
he might have landed on the football.
Could be.
So the line of scrimmage, the 19, 2nd down. There's the snap, looking to throw. It's out in the flats, and it's incomplete. Now it'll be 3rd down. Clock stops with 30 seconds left.
That's 8 straight incompletions for Zeb. He's under some pressure in the backfield that time.
So it's 3rd and 10. They, again, are at their own 19,
and they're just trying to run a big play to maybe get on the scoreboard and not get shut out. That's the only. You're just playing for pride at this point. And Effingham defensively doing the same thing, right? They want that 0.
So, 30 seconds left. It's 3rd and 10. Mater Dei with the ball at their 19. Zeb in the shotgun. There's the snap. looking to throw, goes deep, got a man down there, and the Hearts do too, and it's caught, and he's taken down by Estrada, but a gain close to the 35 of Effingham. What a grab by Elliott Rockers. He didn't miss on that one, and it's 1st and 10 for the Knights.
Just ball lobbed up in the air along the sideline, let a guy go one-on-one and battle out for position and make the catch, and it was a big one, but then Estrada wrestled him down to make sure he didn't go to the end zone.
33-yard pass completion, timeout, Mater Dei. 22 seconds left. Caleb, can we sneak a 30-second break in here? 17-0 Hearts on 97.9 XFM.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Color Drive in Effingham will find a vehicle that works for you. Check out Northside Ford's selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs today.
The Giving Plate, a meal service with heart. Purchase fresh and frozen meals along with salads and wraps. We have provided over 1,000 free meals to members of our local community. Check us out at our website and order online at thegivingplatemeals.com.
0.7 seconds left. Hearts lead at 17-0 and a nice completion by Mater Dei.
Yeah, 45-yard pickup from the Effingham, or from the Mater Dei 19 to the Effingham 36. So the Knights again just trying to get something on the scoreboard, and they're at least in striking distance here on 1st and 10.
Zeb looking to throw, of course, and he goes deep, and the deep pass is a lot of contact. He shoved off. They're going to call that a touchdown? They do, but oh my gosh, their receiver shoved off. Lampy about knocked the Hearts defender into next week.
And by the way, that was Chase Jansen, number 3, who threw that pass, and it's not going to matter. It's going to be offensive pass interference.
Boy, that was pretty obvious to me, and I know I'm looking in Effingham-colored glasses, but the kid shoved off to get open.
Yeah, you know, they're just trying to do whatever they can. They're just trying to do whatever they can to get on the scoreboard, but that's going to be a 10-yard penalty, and it's going to make it that much tougher to throw in the end zone. So, yes, it was Chase Jansen who actually threw that football, and they're going to move it back to the 46 now. No, 15-yard penalty. I'm sorry, it's a 15-yard penalty.
Pass interference, yeah, 15-yarder. So back to Mater Dei's 49, 14 seconds left. 1st and 25 for Mater Dei. Again, Effingham leading 17-0 here. Let's see what happens here.
Still Jansen in there.
Quarterback for the Knights is number 3, Chase Jansen.
So he must be their long thrower. 1st and 25. There's the snap, looking to throw. Here comes Love. Down he goes. There's the pass, and it's incomplete and almost picked by the Hearts. And Love got a hold of him just about the time he let that ball go, and Spencer Fox almost came up with a pick as a result.
Chase Jansen saying, Coach, you put me in this game so you can get me blown up by Michael Love in the backfield with 9 seconds left and a 17-0 score. Can I please just kneel on it and go home?
Oh, my goodness. Well, and now it's second down and 9 seconds left.
And you know that Effingham is going to just pin their ears back and come after him one more time here if they want to throw it. They're gonna get another healthy pass rush.
I bet Jansen's going to hand off no matter what.
I don't know. He's got one guy in the shotgun next to him he could potentially hand off to, but 4 receivers out there.
Looking to throw. Here come the Hearts again. There's the pass, and it's caught. And the gain is inside the 45 with 2.9 seconds left. He got out of bounds. They're going to call it the 47.
34 for Mater Dei. Brock Reaverman makes the catch.
49 to the 37. That's gain of 14.
Did you hear that? Charleston 16-7 over Mount Zion now? Goodness gracious.
Charleston's playing better than I thought. I said they were playing better. That's lots better. Mount Zion, of course, beat the Hearts in overtime, 39-36 a couple of weeks ago. So Jerry's got that Charleston team playing much better. Down to 2.9 seconds. Mater Dei with the ball at Effingham's 47-yard line. Going to throw one more time. Here's the pass across the middle. He's got a man. So to the Hearts. It's incomplete. The show's over, and the Hearts are playoff eligible. Final score on senior night. Effingham 17, Breeze Mater Dei nothing. You hear the fireworks. Millie Lang's dog's having a fit about now. And the Hearts go to 5-3, and again, they are playoff eligible. We'll know more after next weekend's games, but now the Hearts are eligible. 17-0 Hearts. We'll talk with Coach Hefner. Dustin has a load of stats. Going to be interesting. Caleb will have all the scores. Wayne's going to video all the extravaganza. All that and more in a minute here on 97.9 XFM.
Come see all the new and exciting Chevrolet and Toyota vehicles here at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or shop and buy 24/7 at danheck.com.
Effingham Computer Sales and Service is a proud sponsor of Effingham Hearts football. Located inside the Village Square Mall, we've got tons of parts, new and used desktops, laptops, and more. Plus, we do more custom-built systems than anyone in the area. Check us out at effinghamcomputer.com.
We have prattled on long enough for Coach Hefner to make his way up to the booth, so I'll surrender the headset and see what he's got to say about this big win over Mater Dei.
Thank you, Dustin. Hearts a winner again, 17-0, so that's 5 wins, so that's playoff eligible, and that's one thing I want to talk about with Brett, but so many things to talk about. Congratulations on a heck of a win. That was really nice.
Thank you. Yeah, nothing easy, but we'll take it. Nothing with them is ever going to be easy.
I think I'm trying to do this from memory, and I'm getting the age I shouldn't do that. I think this might be the first time the Hearts have ever shut out Mater Dei.
Well, we haven't beaten them very often. We didn't beat them until playoff year, and that wasn't a shutout. And then we had the 2-day game that we beat them, and that wasn't a shutout.
That was a great game.
So you are probably correct. Yeah, tremendous effort by our kids. You know, and what a lot of people maybe. I don't want to say this wrong way. What a number of people may not understand is through the course of a game, the plans will change. And so the first half we're a little bit more aggressive, made some throws and had a chance to make some plays. Didn't, but still we're up 14. Getting the ball to start the second half. And then end up having to start on our 20 because we don't handle the kickoff, and then go 3 and out and punt. And you're going, oh, okay. But defensively, made some plays and got the ball back. So then at that point, you're going, okay, your defense is playing well. There's no need to take a whole lot of chances. Play it pretty close to the vest, play field position. You got probably the best punter around, and let's just go. So that's kind of why in the second half, I got to, how come it was a little easier in the first half? Well, the first half there was a threat of a whole lot more going on. The second half there wasn't a whole lot other threat what's going on. So I think that factors into it. But offensively did enough to get a win and grind it out and did some things, and of course defensively just continued to play the way they've played.
I talk about a lot of kids, and I probably err on the side of caution about Tanner. The kid has just matured over the course of this year, last year, and to see him take the bull by the horns, that's a heck of a run for the score.
Yeah, he's been phenomenal all year. I mean, I can't say enough good about him. He's got full command of it. He knows every answer. He knows, he'll come over. I may ask him something, and I don't question much of what he says, and we're fortunate to have him because there's a lot of night. That's why, I even made the comment going into the game tonight. We felt good going into it, and I said, at the end of the day, I said, I'm pretty sure we got the best football player in the game, and that's good for us.
Absolutely.
And he does. The throws he made tonight were good throws, good decisions. I mean, he just continues to do it and put us in the right spot. And he's a tough guy to tackle, and always ends up falling forward. And
I said that once tonight.
Yeah, and I'm thrilled to death he's with us.
Absolutely. Weldon Dunston is not the biggest duck in the puddle, but boy, he is tough, and he carried the ball 30 and 35 times tonight.
Yeah, no, he did. He continues to get better, and it's hard because he's a feel runner, like it, and so early on, I thought there were times he could have hit a little bit harder when we put Evan in, to hit a little bit harder. And, I just told Evan, Weldon, like, hey, sometimes you just got to go, What I also need to remember, he's just a sophomore. He hasn't gotten a ton of reps. He's getting more reps each week, and in that position, a lot of that stuff, it is a feel, and the more carries you get, the better off you're going to be on it. And the most important thing for me is he holds onto the ball, he understands protections, and he runs hard, so yeah, I thought he was good again tonight.
And Armando, what a dimension he gives you as far as the kickoffs. I think that's, people don't understand it. That other team's got to start on the 20 all night.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah,
but then
is.
a big field goal, too.
Yeah, it is, and yes, it was as disappointing as it was to not punch the ball in, and I look, a lot of times I'll look at the other coaches, hey, what do you think? And I look down at Coach Stout, and he says, hey, kick it, make it a 3-score game. And he's right. I understand, but like the offensive stubborn part, and he is like, you're mad you haven't put it in. Like, hey, let's get it in there. But yeah, it is. He's a heck of a weapon, and I'm thankful as heck we got him. And we've talked about it before. He was an all-conference receiver last year, made the move to defensive back this year, doing that and the kicking, and so he's had a tremendous year.
The middle of that defense, it's so exciting to watch Michael Love and all the other guys. I'm fumbling for names right now, but they just eat that other quarterback's lunch. And if you're a running back, heaven help you if you're going to try and run through those guys.
They've done a good job, and Coach Stout, has done a tremendous job with the game plan and with the detail and all that. But all of our coaches have, as well. Coach Farmer with the defensive line, and then Coach Stout has the linebackers, and then Coach Jaspering has the defensive backs, and the biggest thing is, we talked about it a lot. Last year, just the inexperience, it's hard to handle a game plan and all that stuff. And then this year, with the experience, that extra year in the weight room and some of that stuff, they can handle game plans, and they can play fast, and they've got a good understanding of what we're trying to do.
And so now you're 5-3, and I stepped back about the playoff eligible. I got to think, this team started 0-2. Yeah, you won 5 out of 6.
Yeah,
that's healthy.
And that one of those was the overtime loss.
Right.
You're real close to having 6 in a row. So yeah, super proud of them, man. I'm happy for them. Yes, we talk about all the time that 6 is the only thing that guarantees it, but with our record, 5 guarantee is it. So happy for these kids. Somebody said, hey, I'm happy for the kids. I'm not worried about me. I've had playoff experiences. I've been fortunate enough to do that. It's not about me. It's about all the work that those kids have done and put in, and they deserve to have that experience. And I'm happy that now, they're basically guaranteed that's going to happen. So I'm happy for them.
I want to talk a little bit about Highland because they're a tough team. They've been tough for a lot of years, and we go there. So that's going to be a tall order next year.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it'd be. I said it at the beginning of the year. I thought they would be the best team on our schedule. I thought they would be better than Muhammad, just because they put a little bit more emphasis on running the football, and their quarterback is a runner. So with everybody they had back, that's why I said at the beginning of the year that I thought Highland would be the best team on our schedule, and I probably am not going to be incorrect in saying that. Their only loss is a 3-point loss at Edwardsville, who's a 7A, 8A playoff team. So, they're ultra talented. We'll have our hands full, but it's fun to go compete, and it's fun to go play those games, and we got nothing to lose, and we'll go down there, and I know how our kids will compete. I know our kids will play. They'll take the game plan. They'll go after it, and it'd be their senior night, and they got a new turf field, and it'd be good to see where we stack up, going into that one and coming out of it. It's nice and easy going down there knowing that we don't have to win it. We can go down there and play and complete and play free and easy and get after them. I think our kids will do that.
Last thing, I'm an old sentimentalist. I love it. And it's a tradition that's formed through the years when all the seniors went out here at the end and went on their field one more time because there's no guarantee that they're going to play another game here. I love that.
Yeah, it's. I tell you what, it's a heck of a group of kids. I talked to them a little bit this week. These weeks are always tough for me because, the longer you're at someplace, the more you're around those kids, and it's hard to, it's hard to say goodbye to them. And this group, 23 of them, a big group, and it's similar to what I told the group last year, but also with these guys. You think about everything they've been through, the last couple years. And, they had a normal freshman year, which was our semifinal run, and then not a normal sophomore and junior year, And so for these guys to have, taken away what was taken away, in a group that loves football and loves how to compete, and have that taken away, and for them to come out and get 5 wins and guarantee they're going to get that playoff experience is big. Like I said, I can't say enough good things about them. It's like I told them, they've done everything that you've ever asked of them. They represent us in the right way. They do the things right in the school, practice-wise, preparation-wise. And the thing that I appreciate about them is similar to our other groups that were very successful. Their closeness, I appreciate. I appreciate how they've been together a lot. A lot of those guys grew up, playing together all through JFL, and you don't get that very often. We're a big group like that, and some of them play junior high baseball, but that group's they get along well. And the other thing I love about them is they just want to win. They don't. It's the same deal like with Armando says, yeah, I'll go play corner. Evan goes, yeah, I'll go play tailback. Yeah, I'll go play linebacker. You're doing all this, and we lost Chris, who was a starter at linebacker, and we lost a first-team all-conference running back. There were 2 key guys in that class. Yeah. So to do what they've done without 2 key starters and having other guys be selfless enough just to, that's why I talked about it like we've got all conference meetings coming up, and the bad thing is everybody gets thrown into all these stats. Well, the stats don't tell a lot of the story.
Right.
And we're not playing Limestone and some of these other people non-conference. We're playing, some pretty heavy hitters. And then we've had kids play 2 and 3 positions that aren't going to have stats that other people do at other positions. But I'm convinced they're one of the best 22 football players in this conference. And so I'm fortunate that our kids don't care about that. Because there's a lot of places that's all the kids and parents would care about. And I'm fortunate to be at a place where the kids and the parents understand it, and all they want to do is win.
Absolutely.
And they don't care about the other stats. And I say it all the time, anybody that listens, I love our kids, I love our families. Fortunate to have the people that we have.
Very good. Brett, always a pleasure.
Appreciate it, Greg. Thank you.
We'll see you at Highland next week.
Sounds good.
Thank you. Hearts coach Brett Hefner. Appreciate him joining us on the post-game show. Final score, Hearts 17, Breeze Mater Dei 0.